hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. In case you are new to my channel, because we are only streaming on my channel today, tomorrow we're going to stream on JJ's channel. And in case you are brand new, my name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing and the tactics used by their reps. I get to stream with my best friend tonight, y'all.
Yeet.
Have y'all met Julie Jo? She's incredible.
I don't know.
She's speechless.
Which is rare because I got a lot to say, So that's
you know what, Bestie? Once we get this video started, I know you're gonna have a lot to say. Also, if you're a member and you watch the members only live this morning, I'm having sour bright crawlers. That's what I'm having. So let me know what candy you had today. Oh man. Okay, before we hop into today's video, let me actually start real quick with the disclaimer. So hang on one second. Okay, thank you for bearing with us. And today we have a video for you guys. Can't wait to see what JJ has to say about this with you. It's going to be a wild time. I'm going to cut the intro short because this is like an hour-long video. I know. JJ, if you get too tired, feel free to hop off.
No, it's okay.
Okay. I know that you're adjusting to your new schedule, which is exciting. This is a boot camp that Jessie Lee did. It was a 5-day recruiting boot camp. And this is day 3. Day 1 was done by, I'm going to mess this up. I knew I should have written this down. Several other creators are reacting to this. And I don't remember who did what.
Tish, I think, did day 1, and then Amy, is that right? Did day 2?
Day 2. We're doing day 3. Tomorrow is day 4 on JJ's channel. Day 5 is, I don't remember. However, I will update and put the links in the video description of this once all of the videos are out, just to make it easier. Because I know some people want to watch like day 1, day 2, day 3. Some people don't care about that, and that's okay. Yeah. Also, Brandy says she has a prediction. The Shut Your Mouth Awards are going to be given out.
I think that's fair.
I have a feeling that Jessie Lee is going to be the recipient of that. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So please make sure that you're supporting all of the other creators, and not just the ones that are covering this, other anti-MLM creators as a whole. Watch their videos, subscribe, interact with them. It means a ton, and it's important. Also, we have a new member. Do you say Deceptive? How do you want me to say this? Because, we have to play a catchy little tune when there's a new member. So I'm going to say Deceptive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to go with it. Welcome. Deceptive 88.
Love it.
Deceptive. Okay, cool. I said it right. Right on. Yeah. Also, shout out to DC for all of the work that she has done behind the scenes, a lot of which I think people have no idea, especially when it comes to this. I mean, in general, yes, but shout out to her for the work that she's done and continues to do. It's pretty cool. It's really, really cool. All right, Bestie, are you ready for this?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just putting a little mascara on, but I'm ready.
You're fine. You're good. I love it.
Just a little.
All right. Well, let's get this thing going.
Welcome back, everybody. I know
I do have her turned down, so if you need me to adjust the volume at all, you guys just let me know. Say the word, and I will turn her up or down or whatever.
Okay? Honestly, she was pretty loud right then. Even
Is she really?
Not too loud, but I'm surprised that you turned her down because she sounded normal.
Yeah, I have her halfway. Look at the
Let me see. Girl. Yes, you do. Actually, that's even a little lower than halfway.
Yeah, I just moved it down a little bit. Ah, yes, Kazoo's in the chat for DC. Absolutely. Okay, let me know if this sound is okay.
You've been fire hosed for 2 days, but we've made it to day 3. If you are strong and standing, give it to me in the chat. Let me know who's here. Maybe put your favorite takeaway so far. What are some things you've worked on in your business thus far that have already seen some results, or maybe tell.
I will say I'm living for the red lip. Let's just be real, living for it.
Everybody some things that have made you uncomfortable, but you've gotten out of your comfort zone. I'm super proud of all of you. It's amazing to be here day 3. I know you paid for it, but you know how it is, right? Like sometimes things like this can be overwhelming. So I'm very proud of you, and replay viewers as well. Proud of you. And I think some of you have probably gone back and watched day 1 and day 2 multiple times. Hopefully.
Karina, are you and Tish covering day 6? Is Clowntown doing day 5? This is from last week. Yeah, the shirt and the red lip together are absolutely a vibe. I agree with you guys. I think she looks fantastic here with her red lip and everything.
Hopefully you loved our special guests, and obviously you have so much more to come. So let's go ahead and jump in on day 3 of the Boss Lee Recruiting Bootcamp Challenge. Hopefully you've been tagging your friends and getting everybody all excited. Today,
why would they be tagging their friends? For free advertising for you?
Correct.
Today we are going to talk about, first of all, understanding common objections. 2, crafting persuasive responses to get some recruits. And topic 3, building confidence. So with this, I don't even know if I told you guys this, but I do believe that with the $9 add-on, most of you added on Jessie Lee's closing scripts. If not, go to the Boss Lee app. I think they might be in there for free. Maybe that's not even an add-on, but
I'm pretty sure there are no scripts, according to DC, on the Boss Lee app. So that tracks.
I want you guys to have those because I'm not going to waste your time and give you those closing scripts. I'm going to give you a whole bunch more today. So hopefully you're excited about that. Let me know in the chat if you're excited about that. And as always, where you're coming in from, I would love to know. So why is
$12 for some scripts that she probably didn't write herself? Awesome. Also, how ironic is it, JJ?
I'm just like,
how ironic. You what?
I'm just sitting here like, for freaking real. You know, like, for real?
I get it. How ironic is it that allegedly she is upset? I don't know where she posted about it or whatever, but apparently she's upset that it sounds like somebody in an MLM bought the training, downloaded it, and put it in their team group or whatever. Makes me wonder if she knows that anti-MLM is covering all of her training.
She has so much money, and this is what her PowerPoint looks like.
Why all the colors?
That's what I was just thinking.
It feels chaotic.
First off, you can pay someone to make a really cool PowerPoint. And yet you still, like, she said this is supposed to be her job, right? She's supposed to take pride in it. She should not be proud of this. These people paid to see something, and this is what they're seeing?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I feel like this was all thrown together. I think, just in my opinion, I'm not stating this as a fact, I think numbers are dropping, not only in Prove It, but also within the empire. People are leaving it. And I think she was like, we need to get people recruiting, because she's never pushed like this to recruit.
Those people are not getting what they deserve because she didn't care enough to put effort into it.
I'm gonna say this multiple times on this live stream, but I do think that if people paid for this training and they're feeling some type of way, I really feel like they should be asking for a refund, because this was all very generic. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the video because you guys can see for yourself.
I do want to say one more thing. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
I know
we can talk all day, bestie.
Okay, I know that you and I can, absolutely. But the thing with this is, and again, this is my opinion. I don't think everyone will feel this way, but I feel this way. I don't think that she does anything other than shows up and reads what's on the paper. I don't think she puts any effort into planning. I don't think she makes the like the education of the content. I think, which Erin and I have talked about before, she takes from other masterminds that she's been a part of, or that she's done, or that she's heard from other people, and just get someone to put it together. I don't think that she does anything for this other than do her makeup and show up. I don't think she cares to do more. I don't think she cares about it. Obviously, she doesn't, because look at the PowerPoint.
Well, and then DC reviewed last night. Oh my God. DC reviewed her 70-page workbook. It was in that 70 pages was the transcript.
The transcript of this?
Yeah, of all of the, I think it was all of the training. Correct me if I'm wrong, DC, but like.
So you're telling me that the workbook didn't come with the training?
No, the workbook came after the training.
Oh, so they have to pay $26 more.
That's what it sounds like.
That's wild.
It's a cash grab.
Sorry. Oh, 100%.
Also, guys, I have a prediction. Do y'all want to hear it about Prove It? If you're a member, drop the prediction emotes in the comments, because I know you guys love when I do this. But apparently there is going to be a company training, if you will, in Prove It this week sometime. And they're like, oh my God, we have some exciting news to share, or something along those lines. I think that Prove It is going to roll out some sort of an affiliate thing within the MLM, like we're seeing a lot of these other companies do. Yeah. And I think that's why there was a rank 6 that they suspended for being a part of an affiliate program. Yeah. So I think that they're kind of leaning on their people, and I think they're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah, they should.
That's my prediction. You guys let me know what you think.
Is today important? Listen, we have to learn how to handle objections in our business. That is the nature of recruiting. And I heard something, I loved something actually I want to share with you. I was talking, a friend of mine was actually talking to me about, making sure my microphone's on for you guys so you can hear clearly. He was talking about why people don't actually close a sale. And sometimes you've heard things, I'm sure, like, oh, I have to think about it. Or you've heard somebody say things like, I need to talk to my partner. Or you heard somebody say something like, I just need some time. And I just want to let you guys know that what they're really saying is that they don't yet have enough information. And some of you, your biggest problem is you talk too much. So please don't take that as, oh, Jessie Lee told me that I should just give people tons and tons of information and over inundate them with so much that they're going to lose their minds. I'm definitely not saying that. What I'm trying to let you guys know is that that is actually somebody saying, yes, I'm interested.
So let's talk about this comment from DC. And DC, thank you for this. Appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed to DC and Tish, aka Echo, they're incredible humans. The Clown Town, they're covering it. Yeah, go support other content creators as well. And of course, subscribe to JJ. Right? Like,
also,
sorry,
I hit 17,000 subscribers today.
I was like, no, you passed 7K a long time ago, sis.
That's so nice.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. I just wanted to say thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think that's great. We should celebrate that. So DC says this was pre-recorded because she was in California on this day and brought clothes that matched her pre-recordings. Now, for some of you that maybe you haven't caught up on all the videos that have gone out recently or whatnot, why is this a big deal? She has presented it. When I say she, I mean Jessie Lee has presented it like she was doing this all live and this and that. And for her to pre-record it and then act like, oh, this was live when it was pre-recorded is weird. If you're going to pre-record it, there's nothing wrong with that. But why be so deceptive about it? If you're going to lie about that, what else are you going to lie about?
Yeah. So she didn't tell them that she was going to pre-record it and post it?
No.
Like they all thought that she was live and she acted like she was live.
Yeah. To the point where she was in California on this day and she brought the clothes that she wore in this video to California to make it look like
she doesn't care.
But
she doesn't care about any of them. She didn't
weird.
care about this. No, you're right. It's super weird. That's just even more to our point of she didn't care. She does not care about them. She just wanted, like you said, a cash grab really quick. And that's it. She had to lie. I mean, and not just like a little white lie. Like they want to be live with Jessie Lee watching this, right?
Yeah.
Like they expect her to be there live and like taking her time to do this, but she couldn't even do that.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I bet if she was like, hey, I have to go to California, would it be okay if on day 3 I uploaded a pre-filmed thing? I guarantee you the people that bought this course would be like, no, that's fine. I don't think people would have really cared, but to say that you're going to over deliver and then you're going to lie about this, wear the same clothes on the same day the video goes out. That's just, that's a lot of effort for what?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yes, I want to join your team, but no, you have not yet answered my questions. And so that's a totally different perspective shift that I just want to share with all of you. They just don't have enough information yet. And it's our jobs to make sure we get them that information. So we're going to talk about building trust. And that's the first thing I want to chat about today. And the first part of this is kind of along the lines of what we've chatted about the last 2 days. If you're building your brand, you are building trust. If you're showing up for people and you're showing them who you are, you're building trust. Remember I said on day 1, people do business with people they know, people they like, people they trust. Well, how do you build trust? You have to show who you are and you have to show the plan. If you haven't,
I'm not going to lie, that's not how she builds trust. Because if she shows who she is, in my opinion, is a big liar. So she's not showing who she is. She's not doing what she says others should do, which is the epitome of a horrible leader.
Okay.
I know. I'm tired, so I'm like counting it off.
No, I mean, that's so true. If people, in my opinion, if people really saw who this person is behind the scenes and how she acts.
Yeah. It's just,
you know?
Haven't yet made your Instagram highlight story. If you haven't yet made those pin posts as an assignment, please make sure you get that done at some point during this boot camp before we're done and over with this, because it really is important. And addressing those objections is also how you're going to build trust, not being somebody who deflects. However, something that's helped me.
Not being somebody that deflects. Man, are you looking in a mirror? Are you kidding me? What in the world?
Me a lot in my 12 years in business is also not pretending like I know everything. So I told you about when I was new and
says the person who says she was just the best at everything.
Also, the person who says she's the best multi-level marketing person in the world. All the time. She says that all the time.
All the time.
Art.
Yeah.
I was nervous and I ended up being the top new recruiter in my first year. I was watching number 1 a lot. Okay. I was observing what she said a lot. And when I did not know the answer to something, I did not make up an answer like some of you do. Instead, what I did is I would say, write this down. I don't know the answer to that.
Did she say, write this down?
She did.
Write that down, write that down!
But I will be right back because I know who does know. Start saying that. You're not in a rush to close these people. You want people to feel confident in their decision. You want people to feel super informed. You want people to feel like, oh, I'm really comfortable with that. And also build that.
If you wanted people to be super informed, you would show the good, bad, and the ugly. Instead, you just show and control the conversation through Messenger or text privately, because you don't want people to actually see what it was like to be on your team. You
Yeah.
probably don't want people finding my channel or other people's channel that cover your tactics.
And, something I've mentioned before, and I'm sure you have too, is we're here because they don't show it all. Like, we're here to show the sides that they don't show so that people can
Exactly.
get the full picture. I mean, sure, the sides that they show are also deceptive oftentimes, and they're lying in a lot of ways. But, fine, show your side. But we're also going to be here to show the other side of it. And that's
Yeah.
only fair.
Yeah, agreed. And yes, DC, the Icon Award allegedly was made by Brian Underwood for her, basically to keep her happy. Yeah. Yikes.
That trust. It also is useful for your team building and duplication when you say, I don't know, but I know who does, and I'll be right back after I find out, because then people go, oh, I don't have to know everything in order to do this, because there's a lot of people who the reason they don't sign up is you almost look too good. Bet you didn't expect me to say that, right? You look too knowledgeable. You look like you have all your ducks in a row. You look like you're the most professional person on earth. I actually used to, back when I would do parties in person, this is going to sound so crazy, but I used to actually intentionally stumble over my words. I would intentionally forget things, not to be manipulative, but because I didn't want people to think she's perfect at this.
That is manipulation. You're manipulating how people see you. Why do I know that? Because I did it too. I would drop things back in the day when I did parties and say things like, oh, I'm so glad I can't get fired. And it was dropping little recruiting seeds, if you will. That is manipulation. You're saying things or doing things to skew how people see you. That's classic manipulation. Ugh.
Wanted sometimes to say, oh yeah, the kits are $9.97, $5.97, and I think $197, right? Like, I didn't want people to be like, golly, she knows every answer to everything. I didn't want to put myself in a category where people felt like they could not do what I did. But building that trust, answering those objections is definitely stage one of handling objections. The next reason it's important is that we're going to overcome resistance, because handling objections, this makes people go, oh, okay, they can handle skepticism. If you're somebody that as soon as you get some pushback, you're like, I'm terrified, I don't know what to say. I just want you to know there's nothing wrong with scripts. There's nothing wrong with having things saved in your phone under some keyboard shortcuts. There's nothing wrong with having cheat sheets about what you need to say. This is no different than any other sales job, any other thing where you're looking to recruit people.
Okay, but see, in a traditional sales job, you're not typically trying to recruit people to do the same thing that you're doing. So this is just a false equivalence fallacy. I feel like it's a little bit of deflection too. Like, this isn't different than any other sales job. You're going to do this very same thing in any sales job. Well, no, because not all sales jobs are multi-level marketing companies. So the fact that you're saying, oh, these two things are the same, they're not. They're not at all. Also, we have a new member. D'Lo, this one's for you. Welcome, D'Lo. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. That's really exciting.
How are you conversing with people? And again, if you're real, you are able to create that relationship, and the relationship is how people end up joining your business. It's just the truth. Okay.
That's manipulation.
The other thing is this is going to create much more positive impressions. And so when you are skillful with your objections, more and more people are going to go, wow, wow, wow. I love how she handled that with a smile. I love how confident he was in answering that. I'm so glad that they had the resources to answer any questions that I have. And
that doesn't sound like any human would respond with that. JJ, I'm so glad you had the resources to answer that. What? Who talks like that?
Someone who's trying to fill in some words for something?
Trying to meet a word count?
It seems like it. Me in college.
Relatable. Absolutely relatable. I think that's all of us that went to college.
some of you, these objections are not even things you have to necessarily say or do. You can create resources, whether that be a PDF, whether that's an ad tag message.
Oh, snap. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Kimberly O'Sullivan. Thanks for becoming a member. So glad that you're here. Appreciate you so much.
Facebook group. That was one of my original network marketing creations. Some of you know that from 2015. And you can add people into a group where all their questions.
Is this the day where she had back pain? I think it is, because I saw somebody say in the comments that this is when she was on her standing like treadmill, her walking treadmill or whatever. The interesting part about this is if you allegedly, again, I'm not a medical expert, but if you are taking a high dose of vitamin C, and she was taking like 50 grams or is taking 50 grams a day, that causes kidney stones. And apparently she has kidney stones.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. What vitamin would you say? Vitamin D?
C, vitamin C.
Vitamin C? Oh, yeah. I mean, and kidney stones are some of the worst pain.
I can't
Kidney
even.
pain is some of the worst pain you could feel. And listen, overdoing vitamins to a certain extent will definitely hurt you.
Yeah. And your body can only absorb so much.
Yeah, then it's like you just pee everything else out.
Exactly. 50 grams of vitamin C a day is what, or I shouldn't say a day. When she gets her high vitamin C, I think it's a drip. I think it's given an IV. It's 50 grams. It's wild. There's a whole thing on Twitter, AKA X now. She had to go to the ER and they diagnosed her with kidney stones. Thank you, DC. Absolutely insane.
Questions that are commonly asked are inside of the group, and you can add them to the group. You can tag them in the post that answers their question or the video that answers their question. And then you can simply send them a message and say something like, tagged you, please send me a thumbs up.
JJ, read that pinned comment.
No, you sweat it out. Losers don't pee. Columbia, what a time to be alive.
That's embarrassing.
Up when you're done checking out the information, and then you can do your follow-up. There's nothing wrong with objections. Okay. So you can read all of this, right? Facilitating decision-making, improving conversion rates, enhancing your communication skills. All of this is true. And it really is just a process. Business in network marketing, recruiting is a process. Your first recruit is not going to come as easily as your 10th recruit or your 5th recruit or your 50th recruit or your 100th recruit or whatever. Your conversion rates will get higher the more your confidence is. Now, I want to spend some time right now jumping in on a couple of objections that are super common. Okay. And I want you to write all these down. Again, you can get the transcript after. You can listen to this as often as you want to. The workbook will end up having these scripts written in it. So if you didn't grab your $9 add-on, go ahead, grab your $9 add-on.
Hey, DC, are the scripts in the workbook? Just asking for my friends. Also, it's a $9 upgrade. What in the Frontier Airlines is happening? The silent chuckle from JJ was like everything.
She's just so like, this whole situation is wild to me. Like, oh my gosh, she was so ill prepared. She lied to their face. Could you just imagine being one of the people who watch her and realizing that she lied to your face?
Yeah.
Some people are gonna think that we are lying about it because they're brainwashed by her. But I mean, why would she? I know why she does it, because she doesn't care. That's really the underlying thing, is she truly doesn't care. Cash grab pulls up. Yeah, she truly just doesn't care.
Yeah. If she cared, she would have taken the time to pre-film the videos, in my opinion, instead of chasing those dopamine hits and the comments. And, she would have done it like a true professional, in my opinion. She would have pre-recorded it. She would have uploaded it to like Kajabi or something like that. She would have had everything clearly outlined. The workbook would have been prepared ahead of time. It would have been spell checked. It would all be matching whether it was all justified or not. If you watched DC's video last night, it was a hot mess. Not DC's video, the workbook, to be clear. All of that would have been done in a professional way. And in my opinion, this was not done that way. I think she was using this as a way to get people to market for her in other companies. I think at the end of the day, this is just a cross recruiting tactic. Just my opinion.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
These will be inside of there. These are some closing things that have worked really well for me, because look, at the end of the day, as a top recruiter, we are sales professionals. And if we are going to close more deals, then we need to make sure that we are aware of what objections are common, and therefore we can move our prospects closer to converting and joining our teams. So I'm going to give you a ton of price objections in a minute, but I want to start with that one because I know a lot of you, the biggest objection you're getting right now is it's too expensive to start, or the money doesn't make sense, or I'm not really sure, what if it doesn't work and I spend all this money? And so just be real. You can say something like, I understand that investing in a business is a significant decision. However, let me share how our product, our service, our business, our team, fill in the blank, provides unmatched value and benefits to anything you've looked at before. Many people I've done business with have had similar concerns, and they quickly realize that our business, team, product, service saves them time and money in the long run and creates the life that they've been looking for.
Yeah, the
And
11.
then this is dependent on
Same
your
time.
Yeah, the $11 a year, Jessie, must
That part.
really create the life that they're looking for Prove It.
That doesn't even
$11
include
a year.
expenses.
No. So in reality, it's like negative 150 if you only purchased, like, if you purchased one time, you're in the negatives, obviously, because, you know, at least compared to the majority of the people in the company and what the company gave us to base our decisions off of.
That's right.
I mean, come on. It's just so, like, it's probably, I feel like if I could roll my eyes harder, I would, but I can't because
Same.
I'll probably get stuck.
Karina said, that doesn't even cover a Starbucks trip.
Nope.
And again, I'm going to stress this. This is before expenses because I was a part of Prove It. And so I know what it's like on the inside of this.
Yeah.
The call is coming from inside the house, which I know is something that bothers her, and probably Prove It as a whole.
And in general, that's an issue for all MLMs. They're like, oh,
Absolutely.
They'll say something like they got paid, let's say it was something decent, $300 a year, right? That's actually a really good bottom tier, the majority rank pay. Like, that's actually really good.
That's decent according to them.
For MLMs, that's great. $300 a year. Okay, but they also say in fine print does not include any products that they purchase.
Yep.
So
monthly auto ships, annual distributor fees. What are some other things? Obviously the products you mentioned.
Well, the startup kit in and of itself is usually, like, for Arbonne, the one that I purchased was like over $300. So usually the starter kit is, you're paying more for that than you'll make in a year.
Yeah. So you're already starting in the negative.
Correct.
Ugh. And then you're encouraged to, get this app or get that app, or for example, on the Empire, they have this Saga system that the distributors have to pay for. Where's that money going? Somebody's benefiting. Is it Sasha? Is it Jessie Lee? Is it both of them? I don't know. But that money is going somewhere because the amount of distributors that are paying for that is far beyond, I would imagine, what it would require to pay to upkeep a website annually. So somebody's benefiting off of that. It's the cash grab for me, it's a cash grab. Pause story. Don't look behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Business, what I'm about to say, but I know a lot of you have these options, and you can say something like, by the way, we do have a flexible payment plan that might be better for accommodating your budget. Wouldn't it be better to focus on the long-term gains rather than just the upfront cost?
Ew.
And let them answer that. Okay. So obviously I had to.
The issue is the long-term games are all lies, Jessie.
Mm-hmm.
It's all deception. The long-term the long-term gains, there we go. They're not real. Like 1% of people get that. Maybe. Not even 1% though, usually.
Yeah.
And so what you're doing is you're painting a picture of something that actually isn't real and acting as though that's a better decision than being upfront about the upfront stuff, the stuff that's actually going to affect them.
What I was going to say was show us the long-term gains
Would love to see it.
with the prove it income disclosure statement
Listen,
that anybody can achieve.
even with Jessie making, let's say she makes $16 million a year, including every income that she has, right? Not just prove it. Let's say, look at me. Look at my long-term gain. Don't you want that? I look at your life, Jessie. I definitely don't want it.
No,
So-
thank you.
Even with you saying, that you make so much money, you're blah, 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 you're set, you're happy, blah. I'm sorry. No, I actually would prefer the life I currently have compared to yours, even though you make 16 million a year. Thanks, though.
Yeah. Hard pass.
A hard pass.
Hard pass.
Like freaking swerve the shit out of the car pass. You know what I
Seriously.
mean?
Yes. Facts.
Leave some blanks in there because there's 5,000 plus of you watching this, who God knows how many different businesses there are. But I want you to, anytime you say anything, it's a listening conversation. The objection should be something that anytime you are answering any kind of objection, it is not you just barking at them how you feel about their objection. It's you painting the picture of the entire full picture of, okay, I do understand. However, look at all of this that you want in your future. The other thing that's super useful inside of any of these objections
Fair.
is knowing the real reason that people want to do this business. Have you spent the time before you even hard pitch, before you even give them kit pricing, before you talk about any of this to find
Spoiler alert. 5,000 people did not watch this video in the group, according to screenshots I was sent. DC, phenomenal. We got to play a sound.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
out why they want to do this business? Write it down. Why do they want to do the business? How long do they have to dedicate to the business? Ask that. Ask them how often per week, how many hours per week do they have to dedicate to the business? Ask them the next question. How long would you like for it to take for you to be independent?
She looks like she's trying to fall asleep. Her eyeballs look so tired, and that makes me sad for her. Also, these are the most generic questions I have heard. These are so generic. There's nothing special about what she is saying right now.
Completely of me and run your business. Ask them, what would success look like for you in this business so I can help you get there? These are just questions to qualify the lead, to make sure that they're even in the right state of mind to start a business. If somebody says something to me like, I want to make $10,000 a month and I have 2 hours a week to get started, I'm just going to look at them and say, I love that for you, but that is not congruent with what it takes to actually build a business. That's like winning a lottery.
How funny is it that she recognizes $10,000 as not being congruent with business, and it's like winning the lottery, but she doesn't recognize that you're more likely to win gambling than you are to strike it rich in multi-level marketing. It's funny how certain facts she's okay with and others she's like, oh no, that doesn't apply to us. We're not different. We're not normal.
In Vegas, I won way more than what the average person in an MLM makes, which, by the way, it didn't win much. So that tells you something.
Yeah. So true.
And I like having these open and honest conversations from the beginning so that I'm having a business conversation on the back end. And then when I say things like, you told me it was important to you to work this business to make $10,000 a month because you have 3 kids and you want to put them in private school and you don't want to stop them from all of the activities that they're also part of, wouldn't you agree it might be worth more than 2 hours a week to give your children and your family that kind of financial freedom and lifestyle?
Oh, so you're manipulating people to do what you want them to do, and then you'll sign them. That checks out. Also, open and honest. What? She doesn't know her.
Wow. I know that was fast, but you can watch the replay, right? Like, it's just a conversation. I think if you want to be a top recruiter,
This is the replay, yo wacko.
Also, yes, pain points. Absolutely.
I know
Oh,
if you want to be a
God.
top recruiter, so much of this conversation is around listening and having strong conversations. So as much as we're having a conversation right now together about overcoming objections here on day 3, what we're really looking at is how do you listen more to overcome these objections so that you really have that human side to you that people crave, people want to be around, people feel trustworthy about you, etc. The next objection that is super common is I need more time to think about it. Now, I already told you why people say stuff like this, but I want you to say something like, absolutely. Taking the time to make a well-informed decision about potentially a life-changing business is essential. To help you with that, can I please ask you, what specific information do you need answered, or what concerns are still holding you back? Because I would love to provide you with additional data. Maybe I can provide you with some more testimony.
We both
Same.
just paused at the same time.
Same. Sorry, we're going to this format for this because I know. Go ahead, bestie. Please.
I was just wondering, are we in 2019? Like, what are we in 2023? Because
Yeah.
I heard this shit in 2019
Yeah.
for
Also,
free.
did you catch that she said data? What data are you going to show them, Jail?
I would love to see her show.
I
an
would love to
inkling.
know.
Just an inkling of data. Just a
Is it
little
the income
something.
disclosure?
Oh, could never. Would never.
She could never.
No. Sounds like her goal is for you not to see it.
Yeah. I'm going to put it as my last link in my link tree. It's there, but nobody's going to scroll.
And I have 30 links in my link tree.
Right. Oh, D'Lo heard it in 2010. These are all things that I definitely have heard at Eric Worre's events from a bunch of other people in various multi-level marketing companies. This is all very, very generic. I'm going to start really paying attention so I can tell you where I think she got the information from, because I'm pretty sure that was from Eric Worre, either his events or different speakers. If she shows an S curve, I will lose it.
Yeah,
They are not indeed in momentum.
No. Well, a lot of people have mentioned like they've heard this before, or they're just saying the same. She's just saying the same thing as, other people have said in MLMs. And I forgot where I was going with that statement.
It's generic.
But yeah, no, it's just why you're paying for something that's free on the internet at this point. You could get, she has said all of this before for free.
Yes.
She has said every single thing she's saying in this 5-day boot camp before for free.
Yep. On Facebook Lives. She's definitely talked about some of this stuff on team trainings. Other leaders in the empire have talked about this in their trainings. The fact that people were bamboozled, in my opinion, to buy something like this that was shoddy and thrown together. And the workbook, don't even get me started on that. All of it was just, give me your money, I'm going to help you recruit. Well, now there's going to be other people in MLM. Eric Worre, Fraser, I think, is doing a 5-day recruiting challenge. It's all a giant cash grab. You're going to hear the same exact thing. So if you're in an MLM and you're watching this and you're feeling some type of way, your feelings are valid. I get it. JJ gets it. We get it. Because we were in MLM. I understand. But you guys, in my opinion, are being ripped off for this training. Absolutely.
100%. Charlene said she's giving generic training and then mad that someone potentially copied it. It's funny because she copied it from others.
That part.
She took it from other people. She has never said anything ever that she hasn't taken from other people. Jessie Lee is not the type of person. She does not have, she is not the brightest bulb in the room to the point where she can come up with something new. She's never been that person. She never will be that person, but she can persuade you to think that she is.
Yeah.
And that,
isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's crazy.
Girl, this Diet Coke is hidden.
That was good.
I'm so tired. My eyes are so heavy. But this Diet Coke is worth staying up for.
I love that. My eyes were heavy until about 1:00 my time. Rest day, but I don't have the schedule that you do. You're amazing.
You're
testimonials. Maybe I can even show you a different
Shout out to the person who asked for a refund while on the live. I love that. That's awesome. If you have that clip, send it to me. Just, because I want to see it.
Good for them.
demonstration.
Right? You should. I think really, people really, in my opinion, obviously do what you want, your money, but I think people definitely should ask for a refund. This is wild.
Or give you a deeper, better understanding of how this compensation plan will benefit you, this product and this service fits in your lifestyle and will benefit you. And please remember that I'm not rushing you. I'm here through this entire decision-making process. I want this to be a confident decision for you, and I want this to be a business that you build for the long run. What questions can I answer for you? Right? Like, that is empathy, that is listening, that is like the perfect objection script tied up in a bow. You've listened to what they said instead of saying, oh yeah, you're right, you need some more time. It's, well, what specific information do you need? This is building trust. This is building rapport. This is saying, well, what I really actually need, they're going to say something maybe like, really what I just actually need is I was looking for more science. Really what I was looking for is I was wondering, could you send me 3 or 4 more testimonials of people who have made 5 or 6 figures? Yeah, I was just wondering, can you point me in the direction of a couple people on your team that are also stay-at-home moms who are doing this part-time and creating an income for their family?
Notice how she never says them asking, can you point me to how much money you can make?
That's right.
Because the only thing she'd be able to actually point to that is decent would be the income disclosure statement, but she won't ever do that.
Yeah. And what she's doing here, I don't know if you guys have caught it, but she's doing a version of the color personalities. Can you show me where I can find more scientific data? Can you show me some testimonials of people? She's taking the color personality and she's adapting it and using different words.
She is so original.
Oh,
good for her.
Love that for her. Not really.
Family. Yeah, I was just wondering, could you give me more information about the events that you go to or the training schedule you have or the system you were talking about? I do want to make a well-informed decision, and I think I just need some more information. That's all they're saying when they need more time to think about it. And a great recruiter knows that. It's about raising that level of comfortability, and it's about making them feel very seen, heard, and understood. Okay? The next one, a lot of you are going to get, especially as we're in a very strange time in network marketing right now. Everybody's
the money objection
everywhere else, right? So you're hearing a lot of stories where people are going to have excuses such as, oh, I've had a bad experience with a similar business model. Like,
she's like, we're in a strange time in MLM. No, people are just understanding what's actually going on with it.
That part.
Because of social media. Before, they didn't realize it because there wasn't social media. There wasn't people speaking out where you can just click on a video and watch it. Like, people, like, that wasn't a thing. And now that people started speaking out, like almost a decade ago? Maybe around a decade ago or so. It's just growing and growing and growing because social media has been growing and growing and growing. And social media has become so big, especially in the past 3 years since the pandemic. It has blown up in multiple ways. It's made it so much easier to watch, listen, read, whatever, anything, because a lot of stuff was done on social media because of the pandemic. And so that's why people have started to say no. MLM is declining. It's because people, and a lot of us were just hyperactive on social media during that time so that we could keep some kind of relationship, some kind of like semblance of normalcy. And people would come across more MLM videos. TikTok was there. Anti-MLM is big on TikTok. And it's not because something weird's going on. It's because people are getting educated on what it is and why it's bad.
Okay.
This before. And here's the first thing you want to do. You need to learn how to empathize. You need to learn how to slow down and not just say, well, that company must have been blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, well, I've heard about that team before. And blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, yeah. I know about that Jessie Lee girl. Just kidding. Okay.
No, you're not.
I want you instead, again.
Jessie Lee, type your name into Google, see what happens.
I dare you.
Type your name into Google. All right. Cool.
And to slow it all the way down and say something like, I'm really sorry to hear. I'm going to take a drink. Water, guys. Get your water.
Love that. Great advice. Best advice I've heard on this.
Hey, I'm really sorry
video.
to hear about your past experience.
Drink some water.
I truly value your opinions. I value your concerns. Everything you're saying, I understand. And I want this to be a really comfortable decision for you in this business, because this could be a business that changes your entire life. And I am striving with every single team member on our team to have a positive interaction with every single person all the time. Although I know that's not possible, because in entrepreneurship, there is no such thing as a perfect business. I always strive to exceed everyone's expectations as a leader. Hopefully this is you anyway, right? As a leader. And I do believe you're going to see that. And then I would say things like, our company has a
Well, at least we know her mic is plugged in this time.
strong track record of delivering excellent results. Our company has a strong track record of multimillionaires or six-figure earners or
So I Googled her for shits and giggles. And one of
Oh my
the
God.
things that pops up that's at the top is the Distractify article about her in Colombia.
Oh my God. I love that for her. Wait until the Dream Podcast season 3 comes out next month.
Y'all,
Just wait.
please download and listen to that multiple times.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't heard of the Dream Podcast, shout out to Jane Marie, but
I know, Queen.
it's an incredible podcast. Listen
She's
to season 1 and 2.
She's also so nice. Like,
She's
she
so
is
kind.
who you think that she is, which is so refreshing. Like, she is so awesome.
She is.
Okay, I'll press play.
amazing testimonials, or single moms just like you, or dads just like you, or students just like you, or part-timers just like you, fill in the blank. And I would be happy to provide as many testimonials as you would like from happy team members inside of our team and inside of our company who also shared the same concerns as you before they joined. And they are now so happy with their decision to be part of the team. You're just listening.
Oh
You're
my
just saying,
God.
I understand how you feel. You're not bashing another company. You're not saying, oh, I know I came from blah, blah, blah company and blah, blah. Like, you don't need to jump down in the gutter. It's not a great place to recruit from. You just, again, gather testimonials, which takes me to an assignment.
No, instead, you do a passive aggressive live where you talk about the people without saying their name. Like, people can't figure out who you're talking about because that's professional.
Yup.
Girl, what?
I want all of you inside of your company at some point over the next couple of days. Let's start it today, by the way. I want you
I see you, Dre.
gathering testimonials. I want you gathering those stories. They don't have to be people you're best friends with, but who on your team has stories that will absolutely sell and recruit. You see, when I started in 2011, I didn't have anything. We talked about this earlier, guys. Okay. We talked about this on whatever day that was, Monday. We talked about this on Monday, 2 days ago. But I collected and gathered stories of top earners. I knew who had the supercars, not supercars, but like Porsches. I knew who had multiple homes. I knew who the single moms were. I knew who the students were. I knew who the dads were. I knew who the single 20-somethings were that were making a bunch of money. I knew.
Is this where she started to think, how do I want to word this? Hold on. Is this where she started to think that being around people that have more money than her or more things than her would like rub off on her? Is that where this started? I know I might be wording that kind of weird.
I see
Do
what
you know
you're
what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because just because you're hanging out with somebody that has more money than you doesn't mean that you're going to make more money.
Girl.
The name drops.
She loves that though. She loves to name drop. She loves to like name drop herself too. In a weird way, it's like she name drops not just people, but like situations, things, anything she can to ego boost and make herself look amazing. All she does all day is stroke her ego.
Yeah.
All day.
It's really odd too, because one of her not her main, but one of her selling points for people joining platinum, her coaching at the platinum level, is so she can connect them to their network, to her network. That's one of her selling points. so I can connect you. You're looking for this type of doctor, or you're looking for this, or you're looking for that. I can connect you.
Frankly,
It's so weird.
Frankly, I wouldn't want to hang out with people like Ed Milet all day. I think that
Uh,
that to me is my own personal hell.
Okay, but did y'all know that Ed Milet held a position in World Financial Group? Did you know he's a founder?
Oh, I love that.
It's
Ed
so wild.
Milet is awful, terrible.
That part.
Who the people were who just wanted to travel the world. I knew all their stories. I know the stories of the people that were from jail who got out of jail and ended up starting a business because no one would hire them. I knew their testimonials. I knew the testimonials of every.
Show me. Show me. And I'm not saying to show me Kelsey Ray. I'm saying, what are the statistics of that? DC said, sorry, the 30, wait, guy 34, $17 for early pricing, $27 for the day of, $97 if you wanted the VIP experience with extra videos. They should have gotten paid to watch her.
They should ask for a refund. That's what I think.
I agree.
It's
horrible. If you're watching, if enough of y'all ask, maybe she won't pull this stunt again.
Maybe.
Or maybe she will. Maybe she didn't care. Well, we know this show. So.
Yeah.
Everyone and everything, because the reason I was collecting the testimonials was so that I could tell people stories. So I could say, I understand how you feel. We'll get to feel, felt, found in a minute, but I understand how you feel. I have a friend. Very similar story.
I taught that in MLM.
Same.
Jessie, oh my God, this is awful. You are a terrible leader. You are horrible at this. I mean,
generic.
Just bad.
It's beige at best.
Oh, beige at best. And
beige.
I'm not aesthetic beige. I'm talking about the beige that's been worn off on the wall for like decades. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's add a pop of color.
Go.
Maybe that's why she has the red lip today. I'm sorry. That was not nice. That was not nice. I take that back. But I'm just saying, this is very beige. Yeah. So it's a beige, very vanilla, bland, lacking salt.
But like honestly, even vanilla has more flavor than this.
That's true. You know especially vanilla bean. Oh, like vanilla bean ice cream, Oh. Mm-hmm. This is very generic.
It's
college like dorm room beige.
It's like everything vanilla without the sugar. The great value of Karina, that is too good.
Boiled unseasoned chicken. I know y'all want to take a drink right now after listening to that, because that's dry as hell.
Oh my gosh. It's like
this is not high caliber training. This is generic. This is bland.
The most generic.
She also was in jail for X amount of time, whatever it is. And she also couldn't get hired. And she also turned to this business to make a little bit extra money. She wanted to make $1,000 a month so she could pay her rent. So she could pay her car note. So she could pay whatever, fill in the blank, right? And her story now is unbelievable. I will show you if you would like me to grab a photo of her, if you'd like me to show you her social media, if you'd like with me to connect.
I don't think the Dream Podcast is on YouTube. The podcast is called The Dream Podcast, and the lady that put it together, her name is Jane Marie. So you can find it on any of the podcast apps that you listen to, Spotify, any of those. But it's called The Dream Podcast. Feel, felt, found. Amway wants their tactics back. Indeed. And also,
thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. I appreciate you so much, lazy little bastard. That's amazing.
We can do a 3-way chat together, whatever you want to do. I absolutely would love to have that conversation with you, because these are real people with real results inside of our company. And I had no problem gathering those stories. So do you know the stories of the people that used to own the brick and mortar businesses and now are network marketers? Do you know the stories of the college graduates who never expected to do anything like this and now are multiple 7-figure earners?
I'm sorry, I was incorrect. The Dream Podcast season 1 is on YouTube, not
Oh,
season
cool.
2. I'll text Jane Marie and ask her if she's going to put season 2 on YouTube.
Oh, look, Charlene, clutch queen.
Charlene, you're a queen. Listen,
So good.
this is for Charlene.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. Thank you. And shout out to the moderators. I appreciate y'all.
You have the stories of the people who really wanted to travel the world, and now they do because of their network marketing business, but before they couldn't be a digital nomad. Fill in the blank, because truly network marketing is one of those professions, if not the only profession, where you're going to find all of the stories just like this that fit people's specific situations. All right, next objection I want to prepare you for. Is this good? I know I'm like going on and I'm going fast and I'm getting excited and razzle dazzling y'all and going nuts.
Really? I see no razzle dazzle. I think the only razzle dazzle is the lights behind JJ and I, in my opinion. And of course your commentary. That's some razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
But is this good? And I know I'll see you guys in the question and answer in a little bit too, in a couple of hours. But I just wanted to make sure, touch base, we're good. And remember, just write your notes down for the VIP room, and we'll get as many questions answered as possible. I promise. Okay. So good stuff. That makes me happy. All right, good. Next, somebody might say, I'm not sure if this is going to work with me specifically. And then you're going to ask questions again, like, can you talk to me about that? Could you tell me more about what you think makes it specific for you? Could you let me know what your specific worries are? Because you want to listen. You don't want to give some just canned, generalized script, right? And then you can say something like, I completely understand. You are different. Everyone's different. And I'm telling you, what I love about this business is that this company is versatile. This company is designed to be customizable. Network marketing is customizable for your individual needs, requirements, goals, etc. You do with this.
See, but like, I just hit my mic. Sorry if that was loud, guys.
That wasn't
I hear you saying that, but then I also think about the policies and procedures in place that say that you have to do things a specific way. So weird. Maybe it's just me.
Business, what you want to do with this business. And so instead of me just talking at you, I would love for you to have your concerns addressed. And I think I've answered a lot of your questions, but I would love to bring somebody else on as well to answer your questions if you're interested in a three-way.
Oh, I called it a three-way, meaning a three-way chat, you dirty birds.
Call or a three-way chat, just because I want you to see the support we have that makes our business stand out. And I want you to feel like your specific needs are answered. And I want you to feel like this is the business that's right for you. I want it to be a business that you are confident in starting, not something you're feeling pressured into. And that way, maybe you'll have a clearer picture of how this business is unique. This business is different. This business has the right timing. And this business, I do believe, is for you. Right? Good one, right?
Did you guys catch that or not eye contact, the eye movement? Did you catch that? That was a little weird. Like,
oh my God, Jessie. This is embarrassing for her to do. Like, this training is embarrassing because if she's such a high quality coach and high quality leader and she's doing this, that is ridiculous. I mean, that's just shame on her for doing that. Like, it makes her look so bad.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. All right. The next objection I see a lot is I would like to, I'm looking at a bunch of different companies. Anyone heard this one? I think you're hearing this a lot lately. I've been on a lot of calls with a lot of top earners that are looking at a lot of different companies. And so
I wonder
first of all,
why.
it's the same thing. Look,
I wonder if their paychecks in their current company are decreasing. And so they're looking for the next opportunity, you know, shopping around for companies, flying in. Shanana Banana, talking to you. Mary Scott, I'm talking to you.
Banana.
We see you. We know what's coming. We're just waiting for you to click the live button. We all know. So,
oh, Mary. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Banana.
That's what I'm calling her.
Good.
I don't like going after top leaders. I don't like doing this. I've been doing
Oh, really?
network marketing.
I'm sorry. You don't like going after top leaders? Since when?
Since right now.
Since you got fired, let me just include myself in that. Since we got fired from O'Dare and bridge contracts don't happen? Or because the last I checked, according to her, who told me sitting on my couch, she goes to these events to recruit leaders. So that must be different now, JL. Interesting.
For 12 years. I've never gone in people's teams and cross recruited. You can ask anyone. It's why I get put on all the big stages in front of entire companies. Corporate offices hire me to train their teams because I'm safe. Just like all of you are safe inside of this. I'm not messaging any of you. You're not going to get any messages from me about join my team, blah, blah, blah.
No, instead they're going to follow you and you're going to pitch them in your stories or on a Facebook Live or a TikTok Live. So you might not be messaging them, asking them to join your team, but you better believe people are going to. And that is cross recruiting.
I think it's finally happened to her that it, like, to the point where it's made such a huge impact in her income that's why she's saying that, because she probably won't do it as much anymore.
Yeah.
Because it hit her so hard in the wallet.
Yeah, I agree.
She might still do it, but I think that's why she says that right now.
I agree.
No, it's just not my style. Okay. There are a lot of people, however, that are reaching out to a lot of leaders, myself included, looking for a new home right now in 2023 for whatever the reason is. And so you're going to get a lot of that. Oh, I'm exploring my other options first. Oh, I'm looking at a lot of different companies. What makes you different? And I just tell them straight up. I say, look, I think that considering multiple options is smart. And there are a million ways to make $1 million. And if this is not the right opportunity for you, I want you to find the opportunity that is right for you, because I truly believe that network marketing is an incredible, incredible business model. However, I would like to make your comparison a little bit easier. And so I would like to highlight the key differentiators that make this team, this business, this company different from the rest.
If she says systems, I'm going to throw something.
Throw it. Throw a gummy.
I don't know what I'm going to throw, but I'm going to throw something.
The competition. Our product service does blah, blah, blah. Mention unique features, benefits, etc. Our team culture is blah, blah, blah. This is the difference between us, blah, 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 blah. The way I lead is blah, 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 blah. The way our compensation plan is structured is blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Guys, you got to know the benefits. You got to know what makes your company stand out. You got to know, oh, does my company have breakage? Does my company need 5 lines of business? Does it need 2 lines of business? Is it a binary? Is it a unilevel? And I know these are some weird higher level conversations maybe, but I want you to be prepared for conversations like this. So if you don't know the answer to the questions that I just said, just go talk to your up line. And the thing is, none are really bad. You're going to have people who love binaries. You're going to find people that love doing hybrid models. You're going to find people who love a company that is just a service, just a product, a hybrid of the two of those, product and service. You're going to find people who love unilevels. You're going to find people that love whatever, but it really is about your posture. So when somebody says something like that, oh, I want to explore other options first, I want to look at different companies, I want to do whatever, just be super upfront. And then you can say something like, and by the way, I can show you so many testimonials of people who also were looking at blah, 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 blah companies, decided to join our team and have just had amazing success and are tremendously happy. And if you would like me to connect you with them, I would love to do that for you. And I will just tell you, I am very confident in the value I bring. Write that down. I am very confident.
Write that down, that they're very confident in the value they bring. No.
And the value I bring, and I will be here to assist you whenever you're ready to make an informed decision. I am not rushed. I am excited for you to make the right decision, and I am excited to have you on the team. And like I said, there's a million ways to make $1 million. I do believe that this opportunity is the best, if not one of the best opportunities out there to do so. Right. And so this just goes into any objections. You're really addressing these objections with that empathy, with that understanding, with that confidence, with that posture, and you're building that trust and credibility tremendously with your prospects. This is huge. So be prepared. These scripts I just gave you, adapt, right? Adapt them to the specific objections as needed, because you want each individual prospect to feel, wow, I feel like this is extremely powerful. I feel like I'm absolutely being heard in this moment and I can make an informed decision. Okay. So this obviously is going to improve your conversion rates like that you see on here. This is going to have a lot more people join your team because people are excited and they feel like they're making an informed decision. And this last one about enhancing the communication skills, I'm just telling you, the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you talk to people, the easier it is. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit, but like, don't be scared to role play. Don't be scared to jump in your team chats and go back and forth with fake objections. Don't be scared to have conversations with your sponsor and say, what do I say if they say this? What do you know? What would you do if something like this happens? In what scenario would you respond A, B, C, D, E, F, G? This is going to make your life so much easier. Are you kidding me? I'm super excited for you guys to try.
How would joining a multi-level marketing company make your life so much easier when we know, whoops, that's a little too close. Hello. When we know that it's going to take up more and more of your time, finances, how is it? No, that's not how that works. Let me just say it that way. That's not how this works. Okay.
Try out some of those scripts. Okay. So objections are all psychological. Okay. I've used the word empathy 4,000 times already in this day 3. So I think you're getting.
Try practicing it, Jessie Lee. Why don't you try practicing it instead of just letting the word come out of your mouth? I mean, yeah.
The point, but look at this. These are the objections you're going to get. You're going to get stuff like the lack of information. You're going to get, and I already told you, but I'm just going to give you one of my favorite scripts.
What is this slide? Are these pieces of paper? Who made this? This slide makes no sense. A whole slide for the word no. It just makes no sense. Look at this slide. Tell me if the slide itself makes any sense to you.
Psychology of objection. Psychology of objections. Hold on.
But like, look at the background of it. What is that?
What I read it as, use empathy and understanding. No. I read it as
Absolutely not.
no. No, it's
Empathy. We
bad slide.
I don't know.
Also,
This slide
we're
makes
talking
no
about
sense.
psychology. It's based in science and medicine for the most. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And she's so against that, it seems. So it's really
God.
funny.
That's such a good point. You're so smart, bestie. I just can't.
Thank you. No, that's so nice. I don't know how to react to that.
It's okay. Let's just play the video.
Thank you.
That's really not difficult. Just say this for
So
everything.
tired.
I just simply ask what what questions can I answer for you to get you started? Question mark, smiley face. What questions can I answer for you to get you started? Question mark, smiley face.
Wow.
Right. And that's where that lack of information will stop, because they're going to come straight to you and they're going to say, the information I need is blah, blah, blah. I need to know the pricing structure. I need to know how many points something's worth. I need to know what the average person makes that dedicates 10 hours a week to this. I need to know what the average core, I need to know what core rank is. I need to know how to make $500. I need to know whatever their questions are. How many people on the team make 6 figures?
Yes,
How many people have you helped earn 7 figures? Whatever the questions are. Okay. You're going to go through all of the psychology of all of this. And I'm telling you, that first one, that more information, like we talked about a couple times, is just going to blow your mind. The misunderstanding is very common. This goes back to listen, listen, listen. Recruiting is a listening game. Okay. A line you can always use that I've always loved is, what I think I hear you say is, fill in the blank.
Ew.
This is super powerful. What I think I hear you say is, because they will either say, yes, that's what I'm saying, or they'll say, no, no, no. What?
Imagine if somebody's like, hey, this is too much money. I don't really think that I can swing this, or this isn't in my budget, or no. And then her say, man, that's really powerful. What I'm thinking I'm hearing you say is no. What? Can you imagine?
No.
Oh man.
I cannot.
I think that would be so funny. I said, no, you didn't hear anything else. Exactly, Rebecca. Exactly. Oh, God.
What I was trying to say is, and they'll tell you exactly what the current objection is, so you don't have to play a guessing
Exactly,
game.
DC.
The skepticism is around certain things, like maybe it's about the product, maybe it's about the service, maybe it's something they Googled, maybe it's a friend of a friend, maybe it's whatever. A lot of testimonials, a lot of conversations, a lot of trust building. I also don't jump down in the gutter. So if somebody's energy is telling me it's something like a crazy anti-MLM crowd or something like that.
Oh my God. Hi.
Us, me, you, we.
I was going to sing the Taylor Swift song. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. But it's us, you know, like all of us. I love that for us, that she thinks we're crazy.
Well, guess what? We think you're crazy. So, you know, same thing, right?
I couldn't find same thing right.
My Siri.
Exactly, Siri. No, we didn't. Did we use shock marketing? No, we didn't. Have we done any of the medical misinformation stuff? No, we haven't.
You know what
Nor
we're crazy
will we.
for? You know what we're crazy for doing?
Tell us.
Sharing stuff that she says.
They're in her own words.
Literally videos that she's posted of herself.
Literally. I'm going to use their word literally.
We're crazy because we post about stuff that she posts about.
Oh, man.
I guess I'm sure that makes her crazy too, right?
But were you there?
No. That gets me. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't. You're right. I wasn't there.
Imagine. Let's just run this back just real quick, just for a second. You put out a video talking about your experience. The video doesn't do as well, or it didn't hit in the way you thought it would. And then a bunch of commentary creators start talking about said video. And then you delete it. And then you say, but were you there? Oh, they weren't on that trip. So how do they know? We know because it came out of your mouth on your video, whether you deleted it or not.
That's probably why my TikToks did so well, because it's so ridiculous. Like,
it's so ridiculous.
She publicly said everything that we said, and people were like, wait, why is she saying this when you literally just showed me she said exactly that?
Seriously, your clips of her like the back and forth prove it. It's like Jessie Lee versus Jessie Lee. Brilliant.
Oh, remember, we were on the phone when I did that.
Yeah. Oh,
and then
hi,
I like
Luna.
showed you before because it's just so funny. Like, everything was there. Everything that we said, she had said.
Yeah.
Luna.
You guys.
See, Luna's cute.
Hello, Mama. Hello. What are you doing? You're not gonna purr? A little floof break.
A little floof break is nice.
You know, sometimes we gotta take a break. Hi, Mama. What are you doing? Do you want to say hi?
Hi, Luna. Luna. She's so small. Like, in person, she's very tiny.
She's so tiny. Well, she had two litters of kittens by the time she was like a year and a half or something.
Oh, so it probably stunted some of her growth.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hi, Mama.
Little girl.
Are you sleepies? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Wuna, me too. Let's cuddle, Wuna.
She would.
I love her.
She would.
She's so cute.
Are you okay? You just needed to say hi for a minute?
She just needed a moment.
She's just staring at me.
She just needed a moment. It looks like her eyes are closed.
No, they're open.
Oh, yeah. No, she just needed a moment.
She just needed a second. I get it. If you want to play the video, let's do this.
Wait, also, fun fact, because since we're taking a floof break, I bought Skyrim. I've never played Skyrim, but it was like one of the best video, like, it has been awarded like one of the best video games ever created. And I bought it last night. So
I didn't know that. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure Gavin talks about it too.
You know, with James, it's funny because like as I instantly walk in Aaron's door, I'm already like my eyes are swelling and I'm like, ah.
I know. I feel so bad. She's like, I love them, but I gotta wash my hands now.
Yeah, no, I'll like pet one, and then I'll like walk to the sink like this with my hand, so that I'm
Yeah,
not too
she
close to
does.
it.
It's actually out further than that. It's more like this.
Yeah, it
She
really.
went like
And
this.
I like so.
I feel so bad. She loves them so much too. So like I
Right.
can't imagine.
Stormy's so pretty.
Stormy is so pretty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you done? Did you have your moment?
Honestly, I bet she could stay there for a while.
She would. Yeah. You good? You gonna
I'll
put
play
your
the
paw?
video for us.
Yeah.
I'll play the video while y'all.
Yeah,
while y'all
please.
go.
Thank you. Oh, she's done. Okay, bye bye.
Oh, yeah, she
She heard
is.
something.
She's so cute.
Thank you.
I'm not jumping down trying to convince people this is the best profession in the world. I know what I know. They claim to know what they claim to know. And really do not waste your time trying to convince people about how amazing network marketing is. You know it is. I know it is. Millions of us around the world know it is. And people who just didn't work don't know. So
You seem a little bitter, Jessie.
Are you
a little
angry?
bitter? A little angry.
Oh,
Oh my
yikes.
gosh. You know what? I would go as far as to say she's a hater of anti-MLM.
Cheers, friend. Also, if you're in an MLM, you absolutely should Google your company, your leader's name, all of that. You should absolutely do that. Yeah. There's a reason she said don't go to Google. You know?
Yeah.
I love it here.
let's move right along. Okay. Fear of commitment. This is a really easy answer just by letting them know it's your business. So if you want to make no money, some money, part-time money, full-time money, funny money, crazy money, you can do whatever you want.
What exactly is funny money? What is that? I don't know what that means.
I think it's like a joke. It's like funny money, a joke. That means you've lost money because it's a joke.
Oh, well.
No, I just made that
out
up. I just made that up.
Oh, I mean, it works. Hey, Alyssa, thank you so much. Alyssa says, total contradictory, LOL.
Thank you for your
Nicole.
patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. I appreciate y'all. You guys are amazing.
I do like Nicole said you should Google and do research for any employment. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Careful out there, people.
Yeah, funny money like Monopoly.
They sure seem to act like it's Monopoly money.
I mean,
it's not real. All the money that they say generally counterfeit. Well, seems so, Heather.
Funny money, the money you lose in an MLM.
Yeah, that is funny.
That is kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like what we're saying is factual and backed up by data.
Listen, Aaron, the data's fake. The data's all fake.
It's fake, even though it comes from their own company.
I can't handle that. So
I love it.
Want to do. If you want to commit to every training call and building your skill set so you can become a master of this, I'd love to have you. If you want to do this part-time and bring in a little extra income into your family so you can have some spending money, some date night money, some shoe money, some birthday money, some whatever money, I'd love that too. I would love to know what your level of commitment is, but you don't need to have fear of commitment because you make this business whatever you want this business to be. And that's one of my favorite things about network marketing is it is what you want it to be. And I wanted this to be massive. So I made sure it was massive, but don't be scared of committing because
my question is if it's what they want it to be, then why is it not what they want it to be?
Say that again. Run that by me again.
My question is if she says if it's what you want it to be, then why is it not actually what they want it to be? My MLM stuff was not what I wanted it to be. It never reached what I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she says it's what y'all want it to be. Pretty much saying like, if you aren't where you want to be, it's because you aren't putting in the effort for it.
Yeah.
Or where she could tell other people, oh, they're not making much money a month because that's where they want it to be. Like they don't want a whole lot of extra money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who doesn't? I mean, I get there are outliers who don't want more income. But like for me, I would love more income because a lot of times it makes life easier. And because where we're currently in Austin, everything's so freaking expensive. Well, I mean, everywhere.
Yeah.
But like, of course, people would love extra money for working part-time, but that's just not the reality of all of it. The reality is that what she's saying is a lie and she knows it and it's wrong.
Agreed.
commitment level is only what you want it to be. We already went through the previous negative experiences, financial concerns. I'm about to give you a ton of money scripts if you guys don't mind. Time constraints we'll talk about in a second here as well. And then make sure that everybody that you are bringing into the business has values that you are in alignment with. We talked a little bit about this, but I really want you guys to understand this. I talked about this on day one and a little bit on day two. Like, I do business with people that I like to do business with. And I think a lot of you come from a place of scarcity where you think that there's not going to be enough recruits for you. And so you have to take every Tom, Dick, and Harry and hope and pray that they end up being the leaders on your team. And then sometimes that person ends up having a monster ego, or those people have monster egos, or they're fighting you, or they're uncoachable, unleadable, unteachable, drama everywhere, blah, 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 blah. It would have been a lot easier from the first conversation when you felt like something was off.
Oh, here comes the slay the dragon part. Yeah. Eric talks about this, and it's basically putting people in their place, making sure their egos are not out of control. This individual is talking about this. She's going to talk about slaying the dragon. Yeah. Oh my God, here we go.
About them. You trusted your gut and you knew that something was off about them, and you stuck to your core values. So go back to yesterday. What are the core values of your business? What are the principles you run your business off of? Make sure you think about that before you recruit somebody. And I know, golly, I'll use an example of just last month. I was in a chat with a group from the Philippines, and they saw that I'm #1 network marketer in the world. They saw my check.
I'm sorry. If you are a top leader, if you are the #1 network marketer in the industry, and you have to use your own examples because you can't use your team as examples, you're not the #1 network marketer in the industry. That's not how that works.
Well,
if you have to stroke your own ego and use yourself as an example of what to do, and you can't show us how people on your team are doing the right things, girl, that's embarrassing.
first off, the #1 person of anything wouldn't do this horrible, disgusting, embarrassing course that she's doing currently. They wouldn't put that out there. Also, you know, it's interesting. She's probably lost $500,000 a month with the 2 legs that have left her team, right? Probably around there, probably more.
Could
And
be, yeah.
what I find interesting is, how could she consider herself then the #1 if she lost so much?
I thought people didn't leave where they're loved.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a fluke. I don't know.
I have to play this sound because I'm not sure what it is. So
Okay.
it'll be a surprise reaction for both of us.
Okay.
This is great background music. Okay. I just needed to know what that was because I wanted to play it, but it's called Troll Background. I just didn't know what it was.
She
Oh
said
man.
her team is doing $12 million in volume a month on one of her team calls. I can guarantee you the girl who left that she had excluded made probably $500,000 for her of that $12 million.
I bet she made a lot of money off of her.
A lot.
JJ's dancing, 10 out of 10.
Oh, Carol,
Indeed.
so nice.
And the instrument playing? Come on.
Were they playing a clarinet? What were they playing? Piccolo? I
A
don't know.
flute? Is that a flute? No, a flute. A clarinet?
Maybe a clarinet. I don't know. Someone's gonna know. I'm sure.
On business for home,
I
whatever.
love us.
And so these people sit into my DM, and they all of a sudden came up with this huge Philippines launch game plan, right? This whole structure and blah, blah, blah. And it looked great. It looked great, right? They had this whole game plan. People jumped on a Zoom call. They had this launch plan of how many events they were going to do and whatever. And then at the end of it, it said that they wanted $20,000 to start. And that's just completely against my personal principles. Okay. I'm not.
Jessie Lee. Are you serious right now?
No, she's never serious.
Listen, I sat in her house. Write this down. I sat in her house as she told us that Darren Kidd was being paid out $20,000 a month by somebody in her upline, allegedly. So I love how she's saying that just goes against my principle, but you'll let allegedly your upline do that so that you can bring in a top leader.
It's funny that she says it goes against her principle. You know, you think that wouldn't go against her principle compared to, I don't know, trying to destroy her boyfriend's wife's life.
That part. Also, the fact that I have her bridge contract from Modair, from Pure Romance, but she doesn't take deals.
It tastes so good. It just, love it. You know?
I can't.
Freaking liar.
Paying
Seriously.
for people to join the team. I know how to make money in network marketing. I know how to teach people how to make money in network marketing. I'm certainly not paying people to join the team in network marketing. And I simply said,
No
why
other
don't we
people
get some
are.
skin in the game? Right? Like, why don't you go ahead and get started? They wanted me to buy their kit. They wanted me to pay them $20,000 to put on events and pay for food in the Philippines and all this stuff. Well, don't you want a Filipino team? And I just said, I absolutely would love to have a team in the Philippines. I would love to lead that charge, but I will also tell you that it's against my business principles.
Oh, sorry. Allegedly, it was $20,000 a month. So in a sense, it was a bridge contract, but not through the company. It was through the upline. And again, allegedly. I was in Jessie Lee's house when this was talked about by her. Yeah,
Erin, of course you're lying though, right?
of course. But were you there?
I mean, you were.
I was.
To pay you $20,000 when there's people who have joined this business, paid for their kit, and I've helped them make millions of dollars.
Okay.
So I don't think it's
Okay. Jessie Lee, you do not have 1 millionaire underneath you.
They may have sold $1 million.
Like, that's just a lie. I've helped them make millions of dollars. They have not made millions of dollars. You freaking wackadoodle. I swear. I mean, I'm not surprised by the amount of lies, but what was that?
Inconceivable!
That's a vibe. I feel that.
Also,
Ew, David.
Ew,
oh,
David.
ew, David.
Ew, David.
You have
Yeah.
to make that face too with that sound, you know? Ew,
David.
David.
He said, who, right? Why didn't she let us know? She's never once said the name of the person or the people that she has helped make millions of dollars. Never. Not one time. Why is that?
See,
Because
and
there's no
remember a
money.
few minutes ago? Yeah. Remember a few minutes ago when I was like, if you have to use your own story and you can't use the stories of the people that you have mentored, I'm using her terminology, you might be doing it wrong. And this is a perfect example of that. She's mad because this person said, well, I want a deal, which is a standard thing in MLM. It happens all the time. That's why you see people fly in to these companies. They meet the owners, they meet the CEO, they tour the factory and all of that stuff. They wine and dine them. This is a very standard thing when it comes to MLMs. I'm not saying it's ethical. We know MLMs are not ethical. This is just part of their normal business practice. So it's interesting that she's using this as an example on a recruiting training. Remember, this was supposed to be like handling objections. And here she is telling a story of somebody who wanted a deal. And she was like, well, I have principles. Well, why don't you call your upline, JL, and have them just do another deal like allegedly they've done in the past.
I would love to know more of JL's principles. I would love for her to do
Me
a video
too.
over all of her principles. Hey, JL, when you watch this, because I know that you can't help yourself, can you please do a video on your principles? I'd love to watch it.
You could jot it down on a piece of paper, your top 10 principles, and just go live about it. I'm sure people would eat it up.
Yeah, or you could just take like Eric Worries, because I feel like that's kind of what you do.
In fact, just use Eric Worre's The 10 Deadly Sins of Network Marketing. Just go ahead and use that.
Use that. I mean, why not?
One of them is don't sleep around. Did you know that? Not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Did you see that? I
More specifically, it's don't sleep around at events and don't sleep with your downline. That's part of his training. Is it the 10 or is it might be the 7 deadly sins of network marketing? That we might have to react to a whole nother video.
Oh my gosh, that took me by surprise because that is so funny because That's her in a nutshell.
Yeah. It's wild.
Listen, you know what? There's no judgment in sleeping around. Like, you know, you do you. I don't
We're
care.
sex positive
Also,
here.
I'm going to say this. Some of you are not
Do
going to
it.
agree. And guess what? We can have different opinions. I don't even care that she's dating a married man. Okay? Don't care. You know what I care about? How she's treating the wife of the married man.
Yeah.
And how she's treating the kids of the married man. I don't care if she's dating a married man. That's not the reason we did the video.
Yeah.
That's not it.
It was the treatment.
It was how she intentionally tried to destroy and hurt, and is continuing that to this day, the wife who had done nothing, who had poured her heart out to Jessie. The intentional shame and mistreatment of her. It's just what I just can't believe you would have empathy if you do that to someone.
Yeah.
You know, like the idea that you think you're a good person doing that to someone who did nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
also, can one of the moderators drop the GoFundMe in the comments, please? If you guys could do that, that'd be awesome. Since we're sitting here talking about it, you know, I think that let's share that. I appreciate y'all.
It's fair to them if all of a sudden I'm fronting you $20,000 a kit as well, and I'm acting like there's nothing special going on. Now, for some of you, you don't have those same moral values. There's over 5,000 of us. Some of you are like, hell yeah, I'll pay him $20,000 and let's get on with it. And let's just not tell anyone about it. That's okay. That's okay. It's just in misalignment with the way that I run business, misalignment with the way that I like to operate. And it's not worth it to me to sacrifice the core values of our entire team to potentially maybe have a leader that one day decides to build the business big. And so
core values, taking your team on a 15-hour hike that you said that you tricked them to do, while also simultaneously saying that you didn't know that one of your top leaders on your team had diabetes to the point where they need to be careful doing something like that. And you said she might die. Those principles are pretty solid, Jessie.
Yep. Nailed it.
you make those decisions. I'm not shaming you in either direction. I just want to go ahead and let you know you're going to have people that are completely misaligned.
The entire reason you brought up this particular story is to shame those individuals. That's the whole reason you brought it up. Otherwise, you would have given some other story.
With your values, and it's okay to say no. Don't come from a place of scarcity where you think, oh my gosh, it's like the end of the road. If I say no to them, that could have been like my ticket to freedom. Maybe. Also could have been a huge headache, could backfire, could make all your other leaders on your team stop trusting you and wonder where their special deals are. So be careful. Just be careful with that. We're in a really big, amazing profession, but not everybody has the same moral compass as you. And just keep that in mind when you're building business. So let's get into this though. So I want to start with the price objections. I promised you we're going to go deep on this. So let's go deep on this. Okay. Closing these recruits can be challenging because I know for some of you, your biggest thing is that you're getting a lot of people who have objections around price. Packs usually are what? A couple $100, maybe a couple $1,000. Some of you, business packs are $10,000 to get started. I know a company, they sell the water machines. It's $11,000 to get started, right? And they get them financing and whatever. All of you guys can do financing, by the way, through, Klarna or PayPal. Your company doesn't even have to do that. That can be something you provide on your own. Not the point.
Yeah. So, DC answered this. She has a standing desk with a treadmill that she's walking on. And according to her story after this, she had been in pain for like a week or something like that, back pain. And it turns out it was kidney stones from the high vitamin C supplement she was getting or whatever. So yeah, she's standing. I know it's kind of distracting, like the constant movement. And it makes me sad because I do think that she's in pain, obviously. Like JJ was talking about it a few minutes ago or a little while ago, that kidney stones are horrendous. And a lot of you commented about it, and she's probably in a significant amount of pain. And I think that's sad that she couldn't pre-record these videos and put them out so that she could deal with her health. It's sad.
But anyway, so I want to give you some price objections with finesse. Okay. So the first is kind of a value proposition script. So first, you're going to acknowledge the objection around money, and you're going to say something like, I absolutely understand that price is a concern for you. And then you're going to reinforce the value of the business. I'd like to highlight some of the key benefits of our team that our product, our service, our company, our team brings to the table. And you go through that. Okay. Then you're going to tie it all together with the customer's needs. You're going to say something like, based on what you mentioned earlier about wanting to do this with your family or this with your life or travel the world like this, fill in the blank. Joining this team is your solution to help you. And you're going to address those specific pain points to help them achieve certain goals. This is just really good salespeople. Okay. Then you're going to showcase a return on the investment. So you're going to.
She's in so much pain. I feel like it's difficult to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that she's also in a lot of pain.
It's uncomfortable.
After watching her so much, I can tell. Yeah.
Say something like, so many team members have seen significant income after investing in this team. Let me give some examples.
So lie to them.
And then you start telling relevant stories of people in your team. Maybe if this person is a 30-something who wants to travel the world, you start telling stories of 30-somethings that travel the world because they invested $1,000 and now here's where they are in business. If it's someone who never wants to do anything in person, they want to build on social media, you tell the stories of people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever it is, 20s, doesn't matter. And the story that they did, the success they've had, and you show the return on their investment. You tell the story, whatever, you get the point. Oh, I only want to build in business. Not a problem. Let me tell you the story of John, who started as well. He had no interest in social media. He invested $1,000. He's currently bringing home X amount of money. You can see his lifestyle from his Instagram.
You can't do that. You can't say that. That's an income claim. So if you're recruiting people into your MLM by saying, oh, look, so-and-so is making this much money, you can't say that. The only thing you can share is the income disclosure statement. And a lot of times when they say, oh, so-and-so is making this much money, just because that check in that amount is being deposited into their account does not necessarily mean that that's what they're taking home. That's before any expenses. You can't really flex like a gross number for a very small percentage of people in multi-level marketing. Show us the profit and loss statement. Show us the actual numbers, which is going to be included on the income disclosure statement from the company. They pull all the numbers, they put it in a chart, and that's where that comes from. So they can flex all day that they're making, X amount of money, but it's either gross, which doesn't include any expenses and what they're putting back into it, which is probably a lot. And it's probably a very small percentage of people. They've probably picked the top less than 1% to showcase their story to try and recruit you into the commercial cult. It's ridiculous.
Page, his Facebook, he's top of the leaderboards, etc. You mention relevant success stories or data points if you have them. And then you ask for a commitment. This is the final part of this. Okay. Given the value you see this team has, given the value you see this business opportunity with, are you ready to move forward and make the most of this experience on this team? And it's either going to be yes or a no. They're going to need more information. They're not, and you're going to move forward. Okay. The next is the actual tiered options. If somebody has a price objection, and by the way, I have always told people the prices from top to bottom. Okay. So let's say there's 3 packs. I'm making this up: $9.97, $4.97, $1.97. When I am talking to people about packages,
you're making those up, or are those the prove it price points?
I will start at the top, and I will probably tell the top 2. Okay. So I'll say we have 2 packages, $9.97 and $4.97. Which one's best for you? The reason I'm saying that is $9.97 might be like, whoa, but the $4.97 now seems like, oh, it's no big deal. And if they don't have $4.97, they might be like, I really don't have $4.97. Is there any other option? And then you still can close them with that third option that you didn't initially present. So tiered options and price objections are just saying things like, I absolutely understand price is important. And so I actually have a tiered structure for you to make sure you get in where you fit in, and we can start your business, because I want you to be able to get in. I want you to be able.
Oh, we have a new member. You guys know what time it is. Whoops, I went up too far.
Sorry, did I mess it up?
No, it was great. You added to it. Are you kidding? Welcome. So glad you're here. Thank you for becoming a member. It's awesome.
DC,
Or start your
that's
business.
true.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. DC said we can only go off what she's told us in her stories and on my VIP call. She's claiming the pain was from kidney stones. She may be
Correct.
lying, but we don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Correct.
I want you to be able to get off on the right foot, and I don't want you to feel bad about it. Right. And then you present options. You say things like option A is our best package at this price. Maybe it's on sale. Maybe there's this benefit you're going to talk to them about. Maybe they get higher commissions on this package. Maybe they get extra products. Maybe they have a better presentation from this. Maybe they have a added website. Like whatever the benefits are, you go through that. Option B does include some features that recruits find very beneficial as well. And option C is our basic package, which has less benefits, but it's still a great way to get started, right? So you let people pick where they want to get in. You don't poo-poo somebody because they only have a certain amount of money, right? Like I've seen people who I really thought were going to be amazing. They came in with whatever. Let's say they spent $4,000 and then they were just utterly disappointing. And then I've had people join the business and they start with like $47. I'm like, Lord, oh, they don't even qualify for everything, but they come in, they blow it up. They become.
She's giving very specific prove it information in these examples, in case y'all didn't know that.
You know, whatever, because you can't teach hunger. You can't teach people wanting to really build a business. That is something that is just innate in people, just like all of you on here who are up-leveling your business. When I look at people in my platinum coaching program, it's crazy. I hear some of these sales calls the first time, or
Here's another pitch for her coaching.
Talk to these people the first time and they do not have money for platinum. Apparently they cannot imagine spending the money. Oh my God.
$20,000 for the year is ridiculous.
My God.
Yeah. She's making it sound like, oh, people don't have, the money for platinum. Yeah. It's $20,000. The pool that you're trying to pitch people on this coaching, this level of coaching from her, statistically don't have that kind of money. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. And I just show them all the benefits. I walk them through every single thing before you know it. Boom, we're off the phone. Boom, they're in. Boom, they're ready to go. And their hunger level sometimes is so high when it's the people who have made that stretch to make something happen. Maybe they had to do monthly payments. Maybe they were doing quarterly payments. Maybe they paid in 2 chunks. Maybe they sent a wire here and a PayPal there and a Stripe account here, and they got creative with their financing. But I can't teach hunger. It's the one thing I can't teach. And so the people that are coming in and they're hungry and they're excited to do it are going to be hungry and excited to do it. And they're going to create results regardless. So I've seen that time and time again, whether that's recruiting in my network marketing team, whether that's in my platinum program, whether that's in regular accelerator, it doesn't even matter. I see it constantly. Okay. You can't.
Oh, we have, well, first of all, Auntie Lushy, aka Jessica, gives details about her company, but she's safe. And also thank you for being a member for 16 months. That's awesome. And we have a new member, Stephanie Lynn. Welcome. Look, JJ's already feeling it. Look at her. JJ's in it. She's all about it. She already had the shoulders.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Welcome, Stephanie Lynn. Thank you for becoming a member. That's really exciting, and I'm happy that you're here. Also, Katie, member for 12 months? Yes. Ha, you've been stuck with me for a year, suckers. I love it. Appreciate you so much, Katie.
You can't change that. Okay. And so just highlight the differences. This is inside the tiered options as well. You can say things like most people choose option A, most people choose option B, whatever it is. And
Okay, I have to pause this because this is funny. The shoulder smolder. I have to say that slow because that's a mouthful. Oh, also, Charlene, member for 20 months. I'm never leaving. #lifer. Remember when all the Monet Huns said that they were lifers and then like joined Q Sciences or
I do.
iGenius?
I do.
Oh, the memories.
people choose option B because they have all these benefits. Most people choose option A because this is the best package. They get paid more. You earn this for a year. You get that benefit, whatever. You're going to make sure you always.
Those are also very specific prove it examples that she just gave. She's talking about if they get the big kit and prove it, they get rank 5 pay for a year. She's giving prove-it examples on this training where she's like, listen, I'm not here to recruit you. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to message you. She doesn't have to. She's putting stuff like this in. Also, Luna, member for 11 months, period, comma, forever. Period, comma, forever. If you know, you know. Exactly, DC.
Forever.
If you don't know that story, very quickly, I was sent this email, cease and desist, from somebody. What company was it? Was it Ariel?
I don't know. She's changed, by the way, but I don't know.
Yeah, she's in lab now. Justine, are you for real? Stop it. Anyways, Justine, from whatever company she was in, I don't remember. She sent me an email, cease and desist. Yeah, none of the information was filled out. There were typos. It was very reminiscent of Jessie Lee's workbook for this training. And so I did a dramatic reading of it, and we, DC made cease and desist, a cease and desist design, and we turned it into merch, and then I donated it. I can't remember who we donated it to, but it was a great time. It was embarrassing for Justine, but you know, that's what happens when you message some of my followers and try to ask why they, and take screenshots of their comments on my video and ask them, did you say this? Is this you? Like,
that is so
that is
weird.
Unhinged. I know, that's not normal. So anyways, that's what that is. If you happen to be brand new or newer to my channel and you're like, what does that mean? That's what that means. So in the cease and desist, it said period, comma, or there was a period and a comma. And when I read it, we all lost it on the live. It is still up if you want to go and watch it. And yeah, a literacy program. Thanks, DC. And then also, she left in the part where it said Exhibit A, and there was nothing listed. There were no examples. It was great.
Know and mention the specific features or advantages. And then you just say which option, write this down. I know you're writing it all down and I'm fire hosing you, but I wanted this to be the most valuable 5 days ever. Which option seems to align best with your needs and your budget? And what people will be thinking of is the needs category. Okay, what do I need? I need access one-on-one to Jessie Lee. I need to have one-on-one calls. I need Jessie Lee's phone number. I need to be in a...
These are all platinum benefits, according to her. She's pitching them without really pitching them. She thinks she's slick. She's not.
It's wild to me.
It is. Also, we have a new member. Oh, hold on. That doesn't count.
Okay.
The sound ended. We're going to start it over. My apologies. Welcome, Pam Donnelly. Another one. Dear Lord, Danielle. Okay. Apparently it is a whole vibe. Welcome, Danielle. Okay, let me stop because I'm getting a little... Can't do more than 11 seconds or so, you know, because of copyright. Thank you to DC for teaching me that.
Group chat with everybody who has also paid $20,000 to be coached by Jessie Lee. I need to be on those special calls with scaling my business. I need to be on those calls where I find out her network of people who are top entrepreneurs with 9-figure businesses annually. I need to be in that circle of people. I need to go to those meetups every single month and get close to the fire. So whatever it takes, those people. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of those people. And I know I've told you guys this before. It's funny that like Eric's pictures right here or whatever. There was a weekend that I really could not afford. It was a $10,000 2-day weekend. And I was like, this guy with these $10,000 weekends. Are you kidding me, man? Like, I don't have money for this. But I figured it out because
oh my God. An example of herself.
Again.
Of her story. Again. Good Lord, y'all. Y'all are wild. I love it. Welcome. Oh, vibe killer. That's how I feel about the sound stopping. Okay, let's try this again. Welcome, Emerin. By the way, did I say your name right? Is it Emerin? Let me know if I said that correctly. Wait, are we? Hold on. Are we gifting memberships? Is that what's happening?
I think so. Somebody sent a gift.
What?
Was it DC that did it in my last live? Maybe DC.
Are you for real? That's so nice. DC gifted 5 memberships. We got to play a sound for DC.
She's so sweet.
What? Okay.
Also,
Thank you for your patronage.
thank you for your patronage. Thank you. That's so nice. Welcome to all the new members. That's very exciting. Thanks, DC. That was really kind of you. I appreciate you.
I knew I needed to
So
be in that room.
nice.
I figured it out because I knew I had to get around people that also wanted to make millions of
100%
dollars
yes.
a year. I knew I had to get around the hungry, the needy, the greedy, like the people who are just like, I don't care,
Luna.
whatever it takes.
Not my cat, or, I'm not yelling at Luna, but Luna on here. Thank you so much. Did I miss anybody else? You guys are amazing. Okay, shoulder smolders for everybody. As
Nice.
you wish. Oh, wait. Hold on.
As you wish.
Yeah. From The Princess Bride. Welcome all the new members. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. Okay, let's not get carried away now. We gotta keep it together, can't let too much out. The neurodivergent counselor, member for 13 months. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get back to the video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. It's so kind.
Gonna sacrifice. And you'll find out there's a lot of people like you. If you're on this call and you're
Rebecca?
like, yeah, some of these financial things don't seem to make sense. I've done plenty of stuff like that in the past where I'm like, is this going to pay off?
We got to do more. Thank you, Rebecca.
And every single time investing in myself and investing in my education has always paid off. So find out, what are those needs? That's the question I told you. Write it down. Which option seems to align best with your needs?
Y'all are wild in the chat.
OMG.
Marie.
Y'all, save some for
Marie.
tomorrow too.
For real.
Y'all better. Yes. Oh my gosh, I was vibing so hard with that one.
We were both vibing. I'm so sorry. Let's try that again, just for, we can only play just a few seconds. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough.
That was good. That was good.
We got to keep it together. Okay. Can't let it get too out of control. You know what I mean? Just play the entire song. I can't, unfortunately. I know. Okay. I'm going to play this, but I have to use the facilities real quick. So can you handle this for just a moment, JJ?
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
And people who see themselves as worthy of more, as worthy of better, as worthy of being in that circle of high-level entrepreneurs, of being around, the 8-9 figure, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever figure entrepreneurs, they will find a seat at the table.
She's using the word worthy and entrepreneurs and money. So in my opinion, she's kind of like alluding to the fact that the more money you have, the more worthy you are. So good for you, Jessie. Love to see it.
Make it happen. And there's plenty of people out there that you're going to recruit that have the same kind of mentality around it. Okay. All right. The next around money is the competitive comparison script, which is just, you are understanding their concerns. So this is an example of when people are looking at maybe 2, 3, 4 different companies, and they start saying things like, well, that company's starter package is $1,500. Yours is $1,800. That one's $2,200. And this one is $495. Okay. So you can say things like, I really appreciate that you are comparing prices between business models, but there is no difference there is nothing but differences between our business here and those businesses there. And so while other competitors might have lower prices, they also have lower quality products and services. And then you go through the differentiations, right? Mention key differentiating factors. Maybe it's better quality. Maybe it's better leadership. Maybe it's better training. Maybe it's better systems. Maybe it's better accessibility. Maybe it's more comprehensive support. Maybe it's proven track record. Maybe it's legacy company, like whatever it is, fill in the blank. Then you're also going to say, You want to address potential drawbacks. Like you can say something like, yeah, you could start in that business and you could start for $400 compared to ours at $1,100. But choosing that lower price option could mean you are compromising on critical features that will change the outcome of your future. And you told me your why is blah, blah, blah. And I'm not sure how saving money up front to join that company, they're just being very honest with you. I don't see how your goals are going to be met over here when everything is in alignment over here.
Oh my God. Remember when she said she wasn't going to, how did she word it? Something about the gutter. What does she think this is? She's villainizing another company.
Right. And then the next step of that is reinforcing the value with stuff like, look, I know it seems like a lot up front. In the long run, this business is going to prove to be quite a valuable investment for you. The overall benefits, the performance, the way our team is going, the momentum we're in, the way our company's moving forward, fill in the blanks. Obviously, everybody's in a different situation. And again, you're spending the time to make sure that people are comfortable in what they're doing. Okay. Next, something you guys should all be ready for is always limited offers. And I know not all of you have companies that have limited offers, but you can still get used to this kind of scripting. Senses of urgency are important. So saying things like, I understand so much that price is a concern, and I want to help you get the best deal possible. And we currently have this kit sale, this pack sale, whatever. And I don't know when it's going to come back. And I want to make sure you get started now. You can also say things like, I would hate for you to wait and not get started now and wonder a month or 2 or 5 or 6 months from now, how much money you could have earned in that time period as you waited, right? You can also even throw extra things in like.
And how are you going to figure that out? By what hypothetically could happen if they were to sell a bunch of trials or something, which a lot of people don't. God, I hate this so much.
A limited time thing. Hey, just for you, I'm offering a limited promotion. It's going to include whatever. You can say whatever you want. I'm going to throw in an extra box of product. I'm going to throw an extra one-on-one call with you. I'm going to throw in an extra introduction to the CEO. I'm going to throw in some extended support, let you get on.
And what is meeting the CEO exactly going to do? Because if you're talking about Brian Underwood, all he does is talk in circles and talk about somebody with a lot of skeletons in their closet. Yikes. Allegedly, of course.
A core rank call, even though you're not core rank yet. I'm going to get you a ticket to the next event. I'm going to help, whatever it is. Okay. Introduce some kind of limited time offers that even you can create. It will help you close more recruits. You can.
JL, you should book a call with Julie Joe. Didn't Julie Joe mute? That's funny. JL, you should book a call with Julie Joe. You should do that. I would love to see it.
Emphasize the scarcity around it, right? This offer is literally only available to the end of the month. Okay.
Right.
You only have until boom specific date, whatever it is, until the 5th of the month, until the 4th of the month, until the 30th of the month, whatever it is. So it's essential, say this, it's essential to take advantage before this expires. I would hate for you to miss out on that. And then you encourage immediate action always in your recruiting, always. Would you like to secure this exclusive offer and move forward now? Can I help you get started right now?
This is such a good point. This is such I'm going to say it again. This is such a good point. Imagine being told, all of us, then seeing a video like this and realizing how they really didn't care about you at all. It's just tactics. Yeah. Yeah. Nailed it. Oh, man.
Can I help you make sure that you get this best deal possible? We can get you started now. I'd love to walk you through getting.
Literally, I would sit on the toilet with my laptop and do it. Literally.
Literally.
Started. Like most of us are not recruiting because we're not asking. We feel like we're being pushy. I gotta promise you guys, I'm feeling fired up. I feel it. Y'all feeling fired up? I'm going right.
I mean, are you trying to convince yourself to be fired up? Because I'm definitely not getting you being fired up. And that's not me trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean.
That's part of the reason I do think she's in some kind of pain right now, or at least some discomfort, because the energy that she normally brings, this is like at least 50% less.
I just think it's really sad, honestly.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. JJ, you need your support. Aaron is a sideline during that call. Oh.
I need my support, Aaron. My support, Aaron.
Oh, what did I say?
JJ need your support, Aaron, in a sideline during that call.
Oh yeah.
I do.
That would be handled. That would be handled. Yeah. She won't do it though.
Now, let's take a drink of water. Let's cool down. Here we go.
Or maybe
She's
just take a
worked
second.
so hard this entire video to try to act like she was live. Like she's worked so hard, like from the beginning when she was like, I'm not taking any questions. We know, babe, because you're not even live. And she's like, let's all take a drink together. I'm like, Jessie, stop. So funny.
Oh, I don't have any words.
I do need to take the call in the bathtub. Anyone else remember the bathtub JLW?
Oh my God. Tubby time.
So long ago.
Mhm.
Time. Anyone else? That was the decline. Like, I mean, she was declining, but that was like the major, like, you know what I mean?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's how it made me feel.
I love that.
Me
Ugh.
too. I mean, it's Michael Jordan, so you already know.
True.
Some of you I know are so worried about sales. But every single one of you has been in sales since you were born. You'd cry. Your mom give you milk. You'd cry. You'd complain. You'd say, I'll do my chores. I'll clean extra. I'll do whatever. Please, can I have the ice cream? Whatever it is. This is what we've done since we were teeny tiny itty bitty, right? We're all in sales. So don't be scared to ask for the sale. Don't be scared to ask people to do business with you. Don't be scared to put that posture out there. Like, would you like to secure this? I'd like to move forward with you. I think you'd be great for this, right? Come on, y'all. You can do it. I'm getting fired up. I know you're getting fired up, right? We fired up.
Nobody believes that you're fired up because we can see you and we know that you're not. I'm uncomfortable, you know, because I know this person and I feel like I can tell after knowing her that something is off.
I think I'm going to do a reaction to the Tubby Time video.
I think you should. I think that's a great idea.
Let's just throw back a little bit to JLW, you know? Like, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Anyway, that's off topic, but I mean, not really, but like we were talking about something else.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I love it.
All right. And then also the actual return on investment, the ROI script, right? So when they complain about the income or excuse me, about the money, you just say, you address the concerns. It is completely understandable that you want to ensure you make a good return on your investment. So let's create a plan. Let's make how much time do you have for this launch? Because I want to make sure that you are investing enough time to make sure this is successful. I would love to offer you help in making sure that you get the ROI you're expecting. Let's plan out the calendar. Here, let's go ahead. Let's get you started now. Let me show you the meetings you need to be on. Let me show you when the team calls are. Let me get you on the calendar right now for our next company event. Because you're right. I want to make sure you get a return on your investment. I want to make sure you are in the position to succeed, which means we got to get you on the trainings. We got to get you on the calls. You need to make sure you're texting me on a regular basis. I need to make sure you are in these coaching calls. We need to make sure you're at the next, like, what are the things? Don't let them back away and say, oh, I don't know if it's going to work for me. This business works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who actually work. It just does.
Same time. Sorry. Go. Did you fall down? Oh God, she's getting the lip phone. Are you getting the lip phone? Are you okay?
Ring, 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 ring.
Hold on. I have something.
Hello? JLW, that's you? Girl, what are you doing? Quit it. Get some help. Riley just said to me.
Help is on the way, dear! Help is on the way!
Stop. I can't believe you said that.
That was so perfect.
I'm going to call the police on how cringe this is.
I feel like I need to clip that and make it a reel and tag you in it because that was so perfect. That's going to happen. Okay, let's keep going.
The people who go to events, they learn the skills, they learn how to talk, they learn how to sell, they learn how to recruit, they learn, like, how many of you have been part of this training for 3 days now and you're like, I mean, this information's unbelievable. I've spent so much money at so many events and I haven't heard 99% of what she's saying right now. And I'm being blown back by my $17 investment.
Literally no one. Nobody probably said that. Aaron is giving us production with the sounds tonight.
There's a fire near our house. So just a heads up if I got to leave. I don't know.
What? Like how close?
I'm trying to see.
Less than a mile.
What kind of fire?
Oh, Riley said it's more than a mile. I don't know. It's like,
Decker Lane and Hog Eye Road.
I don't know what happened. But I'm fine right now.
Oh my God, I don't like that.
We like the fire department. They're close. They'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll get. I'm sure that they'll put it out. But I just thought, just in case I had to drop off.
Okay.
You all feel like that, by the way. Okay. I hope you're feeling like the $17 ROI
Just
is pretty
fire.
high right now. Okay. And I just want you to remind people that they make money based off of what they learn. Skills-based.
Jessie. Spell the word privilege for me. Can you spell privilege?
Write that down, write that
I
down.
didn't- I don't think she can.
What skill-based training did they get on this? Just
Definitely not
just
this. Never not this one. No skills.
I don't get it. You know, it's a mystery, apparently.
Skills-based training. It's and your net worth, we always know this, is dependent on your network. So who's in your network? Who do you know? What events are you at? What tables are you sitting at? Who are you paying to play with? You know, and that sounds really weird. I'm so sorry.
Who are you paying to play with? Did you think the same thing? You did. I can tell by your face.
What's your scheme? What do you have up your sleeve this time?
I know who she's paying to play with.
God. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable.
I'm just
Okay.
like at this point, I'm pretty sure she just has a book of MLM sayings propped up right above her and is just reading off of them.
She's reading the Pinterest quotes. MLM edition.
Siri, stop it.
Siri, calm down. Screenshot acquired. Oh my God.
Nice and tweet.
Noise.
Who are you paying to play with? Meow, Jessie Lee. Okay, this is
We already
important,
know.
though. So you want to show them the return on investment. I tell stories all the time to our team, right? Because this is legitimate. I've spent ungodly amounts of money on my education.
Jessie, stop talking about you for 5 freaking seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Stop talking about you. Literally, nobody cares. They don't want to hear about you. Nobody cares about you. In this, they just want to know how to make more money. And you talking about you stroking your own ego is not doing that.
We do not care.
Otherwise, we do not care. And I see why so many people want their money back from this, because it sucks, frankly. It's a
Has there
Jessie
been a lot of people? I really hope people ask for their money back. This
I don't
is
know if there's
trash.
been a lot, but that was for dramatic effect because I'm dramatic.
I mean, I hope that that's the
I
case.
know there's
I
been
really do.
some. I know there's been some.
I really.
You know.
Good. Ugh.
Not just with Eric. I'm in masterminds that cost $100,000 a year. I'm in masterminds that cost $35,000.
Jessie, I don't care.
Nobody cares.
We do not care.
We do not care.
No, we don't.
Nobody
$1,000
cares.
Not even a little bit.
No.
I don't care.
People are there for training. They're not here to hear stories about you.
Wait, why did this make me laugh so much? She corrected class action lawsuit against JLW for that workbook. But for freaking real. Talk to the head. That's actually what my goal was.
It was perfect timing. It was great.
I'm in masterminds that cost $40,000 a year. I pay for VIP tickets to events all the time, $25,000 a piece, $30,000.
Can I say you do that because you're not the brightest bulb in the room? You don't do that because it makes you awesome. You do that because you're lacking in something.
Oh God.
You
Your
make
facial
poor
expression.
business decisions.
Oh, you know what's sad though, honestly, is the amount of people that are also taking advantage of her. I know that this video is not about her cancer journey, but the people that are taking advantage of her because of the money that she makes And I don't know that she sees it. And I think that's really sad. And I really do feel like Ed Milet,
Oh, Ed.
she's even more fun in person. It's great. It's great. But I really feel like Ed Milet, in my opinion, is also taking advantage of her. And that part in his podcast, I reacted to that with DC on her channel. That part where he says that he recognizes people that went through, I think it was hard times growing up. I want to be careful because I didn't give content warnings for that type of language. And how he recognizes that they're different. And to me, that feels like somebody that's been through difficulty growing up or whatnot. And now, in my opinion, has become the predator. Because he needs her on his podcast to bring him more coaching customers.
Mhm.
And the parasitic relationship in all of this, I think, is really gross, you know, and I don't know that she sees it.
So Lali says, why does she need that much training in masterminds? It's funny because she always talks about how amazing she is. She implies how rich she is and how smart she is, how much of a great leader she is. However, why are you paying $100,000 for a mastermind if you were that great? Why do you need that much training? Why are you paying $100,000, $40,000 here, blah, 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 blah. Why? If you're if you're the number one network marketer in the world, you should not be paying $100,000 for a mastermind. They should be paying you for that.
Yeah. I think that, just like I've said probably this entire time and in several other videos, that she goes to these events to recruit people. She's going to recruit these people that have money, and she wants to get into their networks. That's why she's paying this, you know? That's what I think. I don't know. You guys let us know what you think in the comments, but yikes.
$3,000 a piece because I want to get in the rooms. My coach is $30,000 an hour.
Why not just say it's Ed Milet?
Imagine needing a coach that's $30,000 an hour while being the number one network marketer in the world.
That is a terrible pause story.
Simultaneously, first off, give me just one moment, please. I just need a second. And simultaneously, you aren't even doing therapy. But you'll pay $30,000 for an Ed Milet. Girl, priorities are in the wrong. Someone said this earlier. They're like, where is it? Miss Michelle said she needs rebooting. She's on the wrong program.
Oh my God.
And I think that's
she pitched Ed Milet. Oh, sorry, friend.
Oh, you're
Ed
good.
Milet in her handbook. Oh my God.
Makes sense. I mean, she's paying him $30,000 an hour. I'm sure he says that like she has to do that kind of thing.
100% this happens, Brandy. Yes. I was low-key encouraged to make friends at GoPro events and add them to socials just in case their current company doesn't work out. Yes. 100% yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone is fake. And I'm just going to be real with you. Everybody in your MLM that wanted to be your friend that's no longer your friend, that was all fake friendship most of the time because it was conditional. Now sometimes like you'll make friends that you stay friends with because y'all connect on a different level. But forced friendship in MLM is so real and it's just like a cult.
Yeah. It's awful.
I'm not saying that to brag to you.
Yes, you are.
I'm saying that to you because you're getting coached by someone who understands how valuable.
Am I pausing this again? Yes. She's saying that for a number of reasons. Number one, it's like a resume statement. She's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm the coach for you. Or if you're not happy in your current MLM, I'm the mentor for you. She's absolutely saying that to brag. Every time she talks about herself, it's because she's giving some sort of a resume statement. She thinks people need that so that she can cross-recruit them. Or sell this overpriced coaching with embroidered towels and hats with the logo off center.
My coach's time is,
Off
I
center.
value myself enough to know that being coached by him is jumping into a time machine I understand that the more I'm around him, the more he connects me to the people I need to be around. So I don't feel bad at all every time I cut a check for $30,000 a month. I go, all right, Ed.
Oh,
Wait a second.
Oh, wait, that's interesting. Time out. Because you told Jane Marie, and you just told us that you pay $30,000 an hour. But then just now you said you pay $30,000 a month. Jessie, which is it, babe?
The way that you light up with that music, it brings me so much joy.
I
JJ.
was in theater in high school and like did one-act play and stuff. I can't help myself. It's probably annoying.
I love it. No, it's not. I love it. Do you guys love it? Drop it in the chat if you love
No.
it. Hearts, yes, hearts in the comments if you guys love it, because I love it. But I am her best friend, so
Thank you. That is true. You're a bestie.
that is true.
Who's next? Who are you introducing me to next? Who am I going to get around next? What podcast am I going to be on next? What publicist is going to spend time with me next? What event am I going to go to next? Right? It's the progression of better. You know, don't look at, oh, I'm spending money on this. Like, we've got to make sure we're also in a state of mind of where's the return on investment. And I had no problem saying yes to paying him $30,000 an hour when I thought in my mind, look at the return on the investment of spending time with this guy. And
Yes, she may
Good
only
point.
get 1 hour a month. Yeah, because someone said it up here. Where did it go? They said that she gets 1 hour call a month and that she pays $30,000 for that 1 hour call.
Okay, that makes sense.
more
then.
sense.
Look
Julie
at all the
Jones-
hearts, friend. I love that.
Julie Joe's deconstructing from being a theater kid. To be fair, I wouldn't consider myself a theater kid because I only did it for 2 years out of 4.
Still
And I also don't want to identify as a theater kid.
fair.
But you know what? I do think that is a bit fair.
that was where I went, oh, write it down. Based on the information that's been provided, I now see where this is the solution to the significant cost, right? And then you just say something like, so now that we've talked about all the benefits of getting started.
I'm sorry, but you're never, ever, 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 ever going to talk me into paying $30,000 for one call once a month. You're just never going to talk me. Now, maybe if it was like T Swizzle, I might do it, you know, the good old Tay-Tay, but she's the only one that I do it with. My calls with Erin are free. If they weren't, I'd pay. But
And our calls are wild. I woke her up twice today.
You did. But you know, it was like 2 p.m. Y'all, my schedule's messed up because I work.
Yeah,
tonight.
of course.
Don't think that I just sleep till 2 for fun.
No,
But,
you work nights and you're readjusting throughout the week to days and then it's nights again.
That'd
so
be pretty hard.
it's not easy.
It is. It's pretty hard. But you know what? I forgot what I was talking about.
Let's just play the video. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll the tape.
And where your investment's going to go when you buy this pack, because your kit is going to come with this. Are you ready to move forward and see the positive impact our business can have on your life? So good. Okay. And just remember, the key to using all these scripts effectively is you're listening genuinely. You're tailoring your responses genuinely to their specific needs, their specific pain points. You're building that relationship, that trust, that understanding, that credibility we talked about. And then the price objection becomes less and less and less and less and less. All right, we're still in scripts. I hope this is okay with you that we're still going to go through some scripts because I want to talk to you guys.
Scripts where? All I've heard is her telling stories about her own experiences.
It's okay.
Girl.
Okay. It's okay with you guys. I want to talk to you about some time objection scripts. This is super common in network marketing. You're going to have people who say, oh my gosh, I'm a mom. Oh my gosh, I work full time. Oh my gosh, I have 3 part-time jobs. Oh my gosh, I do this part-time, this full-time. I have 3 businesses here, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have all of these different things that you're going to have people say, which is totally fine. So I want to give you some objections. Is this good?
No.
I feel like I love it.
Jessie, you're talking to yourself because you're not live.
Oh God.
She's just trying so hard to act like she's live when she
Oh,
lied to all of them about being live, and
God.
it's a replay.
Also, it's so sad because she's like needing people to comment. Is this good? Like, oh, this is great. Oh my God.
Oh God, it cracks me up every time that she tries to like talk to her audience, and then I'm like, oh wait, she's not even live though.
And again, there's nothing wrong with it being pre-recorded. Just tell your people it's
Yeah, like,
pre-recorded
How
instead
is
of
it a lie.
you're in 2 different states. In this, you're in Texas, and then you're in California in the other one, and you're trying to make it seem like it's okay if you're traveling. Just tell your people, hey, today has to be pre-recorded because I'm going to be traveling. Are you guys cool with that? Everybody's
No.
probably going to be okay with it. But instead, let's keep up this facade, this lie.
It's so funny that she lied about it. People
And
found out, and
why?
that she's intentionally trying to act like she wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
feel like this is those people that you're like, what'd you have for lunch? And they're like, oh, I went to Subway. And then you see the receipt and they went to Wendy's. And you're like, wait, I thought you said you went to Subway. Yeah. And they lie about it. Why? It's fine if you went to Wendy's.
I don't know. Compulsive lies. I think,
It's
if I
weird.
like compulsively lying about stuff, I think has a weird, it's like a satisfaction type of thing, in my opinion, of like
Like getting away with something like that's
like almost like
that,
I'm smarter than you. Like
that hype.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, I have a question. And I don't know that anybody can answer this except for Jessie Lee. But all of the leaders, I think she has 5 or 6 leaders that are also training for this event, doing a Facebook Live or whatever within their group. Are they getting paid for that? Or are you just dispersing the cross-recruiting leads that you get from it? I'm asking, for my friends, because how do they benefit for the time when you're the one getting paid for all of this?
That's a good question.
I just have questions.
Yeah. I feel like I'm blasting you. Am I blasting you?
You're not.
You this afternoon. This fine afternoon. This fine Wednesday afternoon.
Jessie, take a nap. Take a nap. Please. Yeah.
All right, cool. I know it's a lot. And you have the replays. We'll be in the question and answer in a little bit.
This is a replay.
I was not ready.
This one is a replay, Jessie. They're already watching the replay.
God, that Diet Coke hit, and I am here for it for you, friend.
I just don't get it.
Oh my God. This is the replay.
Like, this is it. They're watching.
Why lie about it?
There's no reason. There's no reason other than
what was that reason?
That some people will back out. That's it.
I need that sound bite that says, "What was the reason?" That one. I need that one.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my
It'll be
God.
good stuff.
Oh my
All right?
God.
So I want people to understand that time is a very common objection in recruiting. Okay.
Why do you
And so you
think
just,
so?
again, understand the concern. Something like, I appreciate so much that time is a valuable resource to you. Me too. Okay. You can say things like, well, this is actually totally true.
If you have to say something is totally true, is it really? Also, I find it, and I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm saying it's really interesting that she's saying time is such a, what did she say? Like the number one commodity or something like that. I don't remember exactly how she worded it, but look at what she's spending time on while she's battling cancer. And that makes me sad. That makes me really sad for her. she's spending time with all these people that she has transactional relationships with or that are making money off of her. And I think that's really sad.
Yeah, it is.
I heard a quote when I first started in business, and it was from Jim Rohn. I'm just telling you guys a story now. This is not a teaching script.
Another story.
When I first started in
Write
business,
this
I listened
down.
to Jim Rohn CD, and he was talking about how, oh, look at my lipstick. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness.
Jessie,
I should
get
touch
on
that
with
up,
it.
shouldn't I? Nah, it's okay. That's red lip problems, right?
Jessie, stop it.
It was
Anyway, so
pre-recorded. She could have paused this, reapplied her makeup, her lipstick, cut this out, edited this out, and then just kept it moving, and nobody would have noticed. But no.
Jim Rohn was talking about how if you work at the beginning of your business, you're going to feel like you're working so much, so many hours for so
Because you are.
little money. It doesn't make sense. And then there will be a time where it starts to flip.
It doesn't.
And the amount of hours you're putting in is pretty equivalent to what you're worth. You'll start making 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, 300, $500 an hour when you're working after consistently working. And you'll go, wow. It's like your part-time money starts to turn into your full-time money. And then he said, one day, if you keep working, there will be a day.
Oh my God, I thought she was going to fall asleep there.
Me too.
Did you-
I was just thinking that. I was about to pause and say, Jessie, go take a nap, babe.
Oh my God. Like,
Right?
I think both of us were making the same face. Like,
Well, she might be on something for the pain, the pain.
I genuinely, for the pain, I hope she is on something, honestly,
She believes
because I can't imagine that kind of pain.
doesn't believe doctors about
Wait,
anything else.
Riley, hold on. I'm going to give him the mic for a second. Say that again.
She doesn't believe doctors about about treatment, but medicine is okay, even though doctors invented it. It's the same thing.
Riley.
I married a.
Also, Riley, this is for you.
Science.
That's science.
Science.
I love him.
Science, which I don't know what you're referring to. I'm like, just science, no. Real science, yes.
It's okay. Keep going.
Where you look at how much money you're making and you think to yourself, I'm getting paid so much hourly for what I'm doing. I'm getting grossly overpaid. So you go from grossly underpaid to paid.
And why is that? Oh, because you're recruiting other people and you're getting paid off of their efforts. This whole thing is about recruiting.
Correctly to grossly overpaid, but only if you stay. And I'm so glad I heard that at the beginning of my network marketing career. I don't know who else needed to hear that, because there were many times when I would look at the amount of hours I was putting in and I'd think to myself, this makes no sense. Like, why am I driving all over town? Why am I going all over the DMV, putting 100,000 miles?
But like, didn't you do well starting off? Like, when your first month you made a few $100s?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the narrative is only what you want it to be, not what it actually is.
Yeah.
A year on my car. This is crazy, right? What am I doing? All these extra events, all this money on stuff, all these coaches, all this, whatever. This is crazy. This doesn't make any sense until the day it did. And for all of you, I know you're going to get there. Okay. So anyway, you can mention things like, you can highlight any kind of time saving benefits. Like, hey, this business is designed to be able to work between the hours of your day until you decide it wants to be full-time if you want it to be. You can say something like, many of our team members have experienced significant decreases in the amount of time they have to work for their efforts by being part of this business. You can address common time wasting issues. Like, so many of our team members have faced similar challenges because they have multiple kids, or they have multiple jobs, or they go to school, or they do whatever. And it's interesting because this business has actually gotten them back on the right track. This business has allowed them to work between the hours of their day when they have these free spots, and it's allowed them to overcome their financial obstacles. Would that be worth it to you?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
I can't. Did you take a screenshot?
Yeah, I did. Look at her face.
I can't. I can't. I'm gonna press play because I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. Next, you're going to talk about any kind of, well, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I don't know about efficiency comparison, but I want you again to acknowledge people's time constraints. And I want you to say things like, I have so many testimonials from current team members who can tell you about how much time they save working this business instead of having to have a part-time job, and then have those testimonials ready. You can also just,
Oh no, Teresa.
Jessie,
My
where
friend-
are your testimonials?
That part. My friend is hosting a Sensi party on Facebook. Oh my God, no. Somebody invited me to a Pampered Chef party not that long ago. I was in the group for a while. They kept tagging me in like every post, and I was like, y'all have no idea. No idea. Also, Teresa.
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. I appreciate you. I couldn't believe I got invited to a Pampered Chef Facebook party. I was like, oh my God. Guess how many jelly beans are in the jar? That was one of the posts. I was like, girl.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to do a video on it, and then I was like, I can't do I can't do that. I just couldn't do it. I don't know. Weird.
suggest things like a trial period. Some of the top recruiters on our team, it's so funny. We have top leaders on our team who have been around now for almost 5 years, but it's really funny because when they first started, they had a recruiting conversation where they just said, we're going to give it 6 months. And I actually kind of love that. You know, I kind of laughed like, yeah, okay. They said, if we're not making money in 6 months, we're out of here. It has to be worth it in 6 months. I'm like, okay, it was worth it, obviously, in less than 6 months, but sometimes you can even suggest.
I would love to know who she's talking about, because that's a new one for me.
That to busy people, like, sure, try it out for a short period of time. Will you commit though? Will you commit for 6 full months to see if this is worth it for you? If you commit for 6 months to this business, why don't we reassess in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year to see if it's worth the investment? I would love that challenge with you.
You know what I was just thinking about? It has nothing to do with what she just said, but imagine saying that you're aligned with an MLM company and specifically a CEO that allegedly has side deals with some of the first distributors where he's taking 50% of their downline bonuses a month in return is going to promote him, you know, like, hey, this is the guy, and leads that come in allegedly is given to this person. And imagine being aligned with a company, and specifically a CEO that has multiple deals like that and will move people under him because he has allegedly a position in the company as well. So he's getting CEO pay. He's got these special side deals. Then he has allegedly a leg that he's getting paid off of, that he moves people and teams when their leader leaves. Can you imagine saying that you're aligned with that kind of unethical behavior? That's wild to me. I don't know.
See what they say. See how the posture is with that, right? So the posture is, okay. I just think it's really powerful. And then you can also talk about flexible time. Okay. Acknowledge. I understand your schedule is packed, and finding time can be a true challenge. And I love that because we truly strive on our team to accommodate everyone's busy schedules. Luna. We record all the calls. You can listen at any time you want to. You can do online meetings. You can do weekend appointments if you want to. You can work your business at midnight, third shift. You can work it in the morning. You can work it on the toilet whenever you want to. Okay. You have flexible hours with this. It's completely up to you when you're going to work. Right. And then emphasize it. I don't want to disrupt your routine. I don't want to take excessive time out of your day. I don't want this to be super full time if you want to.
But then expects people to get on Zooms multiple times a day, but then expects people to post and go live and do all kinds of stuff. You don't want to take a bunch of time from people. Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing.
Be part-time. I want it to be the perfect schedule for you, and then show a willingness to adapt. Something like, just let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you think your schedule is going to be. Let me know what hours of the day you're going to be able to work this business, because I want to find a suitable arrangement for you. I want this business to work for you and your schedule. Again, I mean, I know some of it is just my energy and how I'm saying it. Again, you're going to get all these scripts. I know I'm blasting you. Okay. It'll all be in your workbook. But like, People just
workbook.
need to be heard. You will recruit so many more people if you are letting them feel heard, and you're using testimonials where you're understanding them. And just remember that this whole no time objection, everybody has time for things that matter to them. Every single one of us. You didn't have to be on this call. You didn't have to invest in this challenge.
That's absolutely not true.
Oh my God.
You didn't have to show up, yet thousands of you show up every day. It's because some of you are skipping.
Thousands where, bro?
Yeah,
Are you
right.
talking about on your social media page? Are you talking about on this training? Thousands?
Work. Some of you are, calling off sick, right? Because you see the value in something like this. And so I have a hard time with people who make time excuses. That's why I answered the way that I just answered, because I know so many of you are also in the same situation or similar situation, yet you have made it work. And I want you to remember that. No, I want you to have an arsenal of stories of people who also have made situations work that have maybe been a little bit difficult too. Okay.
Oh God, the
All
slide.
right, so the power of scripts. Again, all the scripts in the Bossly app, I want you guys to grab. I know I just went over a bunch of them, but this is why I want you to have these scripts. I want you to have these scripts because I want you to be more.
I want you to have these scripts because you're going to have to pay $12 to get the scripts. That's why I want you to have the scripts.
Confident. I want you having those scripts saved in your phone. I want you having the paragraphs listed in the notes section of your phone. I want you to know what to say to people because I don't want people catching you off guard. I want you to be the recruiter who is confident, who is strong in what they're saying, who is ready to answer anything and does so professionally, right? You don't need to bully people into joining your team. It's not necessary. Okay.
That's interesting.
Did we just pause it at the same time?
Yeah.
Because somebody that was asking for a refund, she got real upset in the comments. It was because this person had a death and so they weren't able to attend the training live. Seriously. And Jessie Lee responded in the comments and was like, so watch the replays, WTF. Empathy where? Because I don't think she knows her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I gotta close my mouth for a bit.
Just text me.
It's all profanity.
I love that. I can't wait to read it.
You want to be consistent, professional. You don't want to hesitate. You want to have those scripts ready to go so you can fire them off, right? You want to know what the commonly asked questions are that you're constantly getting. That's why I gave you the time objection and I gave you several objections, right? Because I wanted you to have just this weaponized arsenal ready to go where it's also authentic. So you can have these scripts saved, but add in the real.
You know what's interesting? If you took out all of her personal stories, this training would probably be about 20 minutes.
100%, and it would still not be anywhere near the word decent.
And it definitely would not be skills-based training like she likes to flex.
Correct. It absolutely sucks. This training is awful.
This could have been an email.
It should have been thrown in the trash.
Facts. God.
Stuff. Add in
We're
the
almost
real
done,
life
guys.
examples, right? Because these specific objections, look, we just went through all this, right? Specific objections. We already went through the time. I'm not good at sales or recruiting. Be real. You know what? I don't think most people are. I think most people start off very bad at sales and recruiting. But that's why we have training. That's why we have scripts. That's why we have systems. And that's why you have me. And so I understand that it's scary to join a new business, but I'm really excited to be the one who gets to help teach you and train you how to do sales, how to do recruiting, how to build this business. Do you think you're ready to get started? I've heard network marketing is a pyramid scheme. Just hang up on them. I'm not sure.
Tell me you don't have a way to combat the facts without telling me. Just hang up on them. What?
Me? I said, that makes sense.
Yeah. The only skill I'm seeing is manipulation skills, that part. Wow. Sounds like every hun. Indeed.
I'm kidding. You can answer their questions and concerns about it if you'd like to, but I'm guessing most
No,
of you
you're
are
not.
probably in companies with actual products and services. Therefore, you don't need to worry about that
Not accurate. There are product-based pyramid schemes.
objection because you're not in a pyramid scheme. Okay. I'm not sure I can afford the initial investment. I just gave you a ton of closing scripts around money. I need to consult with my family before making a decision. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. First of all, you can just say something like, I would love that. Will you please take me to the decision maker? Because I would love to have a conversation with all of you. I want this to be comfortable for you and for your family. And I want to answer.
Will you please take me to the decision maker? That's like knocking on the door and asking if your mom is home.
Well, also it's like to shame and kind of degrade them. You know what I mean? Like the decision maker. Take me to the decision maker.
Oh my God.
Does that make sense? Like does that
I just feel like it's, yeah, I feel like it's misogynistic in a way.
It is.
I don't like that at all. No.
all of their concerns, not just yours, because it matters to me that your family's on board too. This is a big decision. It can impact your life. It can impact their lives. It can impact everybody's lives. So please, let's have a conversation, everybody together. I would love for that to happen. Easy. Okay. And then we already talked about the bad experiences in network marketing before. Look at this. We are not flying today. It's been over an hour, but we are flying today, my friends. We are flying. I love this photo, by the way. This was at Mastery. This was me doing some one-on-one coaching and answering some questions at Mastery. I don't know.
Of course you love this picture because you're in it. Weirdo.
The next Mastery is, by the way. So we have no Mastery to sell for you. But anyway, continuing. All right, so here we go. You want more confidence around this? I need you to do this on top of all these different things I've already told you to do today. I want you to role play. So whoever is in this challenge with you, maybe from your team, maybe they're in your company, maybe you're meeting some friends in the Facebook group, role play. I want you to go back and forth with these objections. I want you to save those scripts in your phone. That is an absolute assignment today. I want scripts saved in your phone, and I want you to go back and forth with each other. And I want you to anticipate their responses so that you are even more authentic and more comfortable, right? And then when you get feedback or you get a weird objection or you're getting scared or whatever it is, it's not as scary anymore. And then remember, the reason you become a great recruiter is because you're continuously learning. You're continuing to put yourself out there. You're continuing to make the posts. You're continuing to answer the questions. Some of you, one of the best things you can do is create reels around this, create TikToks around this. Commonly asked questions in my business. Don't say network marketing on TikTok. You'll get shut down. Okay. Commonly.
Indeed. Yeah. You know who else recently got shut down on TikTok? Optavia. Did y'all know if you search Optavia on TikTok, it takes you to a national eating disorder hotline for support?
Really?
Did you know that?
No.
Pull TikTok up on your phone real quick. Do it and type in Optavia. This is great. If you guys are have your phone, if you're not watching like on your computer or whatever, try it. Or if you're watching on your computer or whatever, try it. Type in Optavia. We love it.
It says National Alliance for Eating Disorders. It says you're not alone. If you or someone you know is having a hard time, help is always available.
Can we get some I don't know, some fun emojis or something in the chat for TikTok?
I'll give that to TikTok. I'll give that to them.
That's a win.
That's a win for us.
That's a win. We're almost done, you guys.
Ask questions in my business. What does it cost to get started? Commonly asked questions in my business. How long does it take to be successful? Commonly asked questions in my business. What's the average time somebody takes to earn an income? Whatever the commonly asked questions are that you keep getting, I want you to take the time to answer those. That's great content. And remember, calls to action at the end of every single one, my friends. If this sounds like something you're interested in doing, please drop info below. I'd love to get back to you with more information.
No.
All right. And it's your turn. We got work to do.
Are you spelling it right, Mackenzie? Because I promise it does that.
It just has hungirlies. Oh, interesting.
Maybe it's spelled wrong.
They're intentionally spelling it incorrectly to get their videos through, by the way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Makes
Create
sense.
an objection library. Practice with peers. Self-reflection. Odd that she's talking about self-reflection.
We still have our special guest today. I'll see y'all on the question
Hey,
and
Christina.
answer in a little bit. I'm really excited for that for all of you guys. It's your turn. I need you to have that objection library. Every commonly asked question, objection, feedback list you always get. I want those saved in your phones. I want you utilizing things like the word board app. It's free with people with the
God.
scripts you have on there. I want you being ready to answer any questions at any time so that you don't feel like a pushy recruiter. You feel confident, you feel prepared, you feel like you're ready to take on the world. Then, like I told you, I better see some role playing. I want to see screenshots of that in your Instagram stories. You better tag me. I want to see you on Zoom calls. I want to see you in person. I want to see you in the Facebook group. I want to see you everywhere. I want to see phone calls.
What happened to time freedom?
I was supposed to film after this.
I think you're gonna go night-night.
I'm so tired.
We're almost done, friend. We have 3 minutes left. You can do it.
Oh my God, that's
Tap
amazing.
into the Diet Coke. You could do it.
Diet Coke powers.
Do we need, oh, you know what? I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this for JJ right now.
I feel so special.
Okay. We need like a vibe. Ready?
Okay.
You know?
Great. That was great.
Good, good.
That was good. I like
I
that.
want to see all kinds of engagement and action because action is
Oh,
what's going to
wait.
pay us. I'm telling you. So let's get these fellow bossly, I guess you're not accelerators, fellow bossly boot campers. There we go. Having these responses in a supportive environment. Start some
Good.
threads in the Facebook group. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Everybody here is trying to become a better recruiter. Everybody's scared. Everybody's nervous. Everybody wants to throw
No.
up. Everybody's scared of Jessie Lee. I'm just kidding. Don't be scared of me. You look cute, but you just don't be scared of me. Okay. Like you guys see it.
Nobody,
We both paused it.
nobody is scared of you. What are you talking about?
She knows we aren't scared.
Clearly. I mean, that's so weird.
I would love to have a FaceTime call with her. I would love to Zoom.
You
Oh my
should do
God.
it. Put out your call to action.
I would love to have a conversation with her.
I am
Hey, Marie is so lucky. Wow. I should make a podcast.
You just said that.
I should make a podcast and her not look into it and then, her not know it's me.
I love it. Oh God, we're almost done.
I just want you to win. I want you to win so big in your company. I want all of you walking across that stage, getting those $1 million a year trophies. I want all of you being top recruiters. There's plenty of people on planet Earth. Let's get it going. And then I'd love for you to actually journal on this today. I would love for you to take some self-reflection. I'd love for you to pay attention to how you feel when somebody tells you about the money or somebody tells you about the time or somebody tells you about a bad experience or somebody, whatever. I want you to journal how this makes you feel because I want you to be able to reflect on the responses so you can improve. We have a couple more days left of this together, my friends. And I just want to tell you, you're going to keep getting better the more you do this, even if it's just role.
When does the training start?
That's a good question, Erin.
Playing. And so look, we got some next steps. You already know. Watch the guest training. About to jump on. Hope you're excited. I can't wait to see. I can't wait for you guys to get feedback. I'm so excited. I'll see you in the VIP Zoom call with a question and answer right after. I'm sure maybe you have some questions about this from today. These VIP calls are so strong. I love coaching like that, by the way. I'm a
They're
sucker
not
for
at
some
all.
one-on-one. I love it so much, you guys. Holy Toledo.
Don't fall
Write
asleep,
down
JJ.
your
We're almost
action
done.
plan.
Sorry.
Do the assignments I just gave you. I want the insights in the
Her training is so phenomenal.
Facebook group. I want the shares and the tags on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to tag me. And we're not.
I know her voice is super soothing, friend, but don't fall asleep.
done yet.
can't
I
even
know you're
put my hand on my face right now.
Don't do it.
I'll just fall asleep.
getting tired. But I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. And
Did you
so
say
I
she's
love
tired?
you guys. I appreciate you. I feel like
Done.
Thank God. Oh no. Oh no.
T has a question. Where's my refund?
A good
Okay,
question.
guys.
Where's
Shout out
my
to anybody that was able to get through this all in one sitting. Y'all are amazing. Shout out to the replay crew. This was a wild ride. I don't even have anything else to say other than don't join an MLM. And if, in my opinion, if you were a part of this boot camp and you're feeling some type of way, I don't know, maybe ask for a refund.
It looks like I'm crying, but I swear to God, I'm not.
She's so tired.
I swear to God, I'm not crying. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Because
I'm
you're
not
so
crying.
tired.
I'm not crying. I think
Because
it's
the
just-
training was so bad.
it's so boring.
Oh God. Anyways, do you have anything else you want to say to everybody?
See you tomorrow.
We're gonna go live on JJ's channel tomorrow with day 4.
Yes.
So yeah, expect that. I appreciate you guys. If you have not already liked the stream and subscribed, if you would do that, that would be incredible. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the new members, the super chats, the comments. You guys were incredible tonight, and we both appreciate you. We'll see you on JJ's channel tomorrow. Bye, everybody.